Baby Random Vandals Racing has a chance of winning the
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the last race of the season for the Denver Racing Social Broadcast Challenge Series. My name is John, I'm the lead commentator, and I'm here with my co-commentator Marissa, and we're going to be commentating all the action at Road Atlanta tonight to finish off our season of endurance racing, and I'm excited. It should be a good one tonight.
It's going to be a great race tonight. You know, we're very excited. We get to crown our team champions. We get to crown our top 3 winners. The team and our top 3 winners all win our cash prize tonight. This race will solidify who wins our big cash pot.
11 races down. This is race 11 from the season. All of the races, 2 hours, 25 minutes long. And it's all going to come down to this race to see who is going to come home with their portion of the $2,000 prize pot. So we're going to see a lot of elbows out, I think, from these drivers, seeing who's going to finish in the top 3 of the driver standings and, of course, the team standings. But we'll go ahead and update points here later on throughout the stream, because right now we've got our drivers in qualify.
Now, chat, we would like to hear from you. We want to know which team do you think has the best livery? The livery is, you know, what their cars look like, whose car looks the best, or who's your favorite team? Who are your top 3 racers? Who do you think is going to finish top 3? Which team do you think is going to win overall this race or overall for the whole season? We want to hear from you. Who are you rooting for today? John, who are your top 3 today?
I am not quite sure. We're just now watching these drivers do some laps around Road Atlanta, which is a track that I don't have a lot of experience with, so I am not sure which driver is going to find their strength on this outlap. But I mean, looking at the board right now, we got Christian Martinez currently sitting on pole, Brian Sabelski around 6/10 behind, and then Benjamin Bechtel for Full Throttle Racing coming off a win last week at Indianapolis. He's also going to be one to watch out for today. But if I'm going to be choosing my top 3, I think Christian Martinez is going to be coming back with a vengeance this week. He forfeit last race, which was the first time we'd ever had a driver forfeit because of their racing incidents. And he's definitely going to be looking for a vengeance. So I think Christian's going to be in my top 3. I think Brian Sabelski is also a great one to look out for. He's currently leading our drivers' point standings, and if he has a good finish tonight, will most likely come home with the drivers' championship for tonight's race. But then I think I'm just going to pull it out of the hat. I think tonight might be Dayton Harrison's night.
Ooh.
He has been finishing around 5th or 6th for these last couple races. He is on Full Throttle Motorsports along with Benjamin Bechtel, 2 teammates who we know have a lot of practice in the sim before all of these races. And Dayton's been so close to having good races every single week. I am going to hope for tonight being his night.
All right. So you have Christian, Brian, and Dayton.
Yep.
All right. Chat, let us know who you're rooting for. We got a fan for Benjamin. We have a fan for Molbar team. Let's see, who do I think is going to be in the top 3? You know, I'm right there with you on Christian, coming back with a vengeance after last race. He's going to want it now more than ever. So I definitely pick Christian. I'm going to pick Shea Devereaux. I think I hope he's going to pull something tonight to get in the top 3. And then, I'm going to have to stick with Brian Sabelski.
We got some fans in the chat cheering for Xavier and Christian. So we got some Moto House fans in the chat. That's what we love to hear. And that is an interesting top 3. I guess we'll have to see if Shea Devereaux is able to put in some good lap times. But looking at the charts right now, Brian Sabelski just took down Dayton Harrison's time of a 110.8 and now has raised the bar to 110.6 for pole position. Christian Martinez also on his outlap, going to try and better that. But Dayton Harrison looking really fast early in the session. Benjamin Bechtel just put down a new lap, but it's not enough to beat Christian's current fastest lap. As we see, we have drivers backwards all over this track. I think we're going to see a lot of spinouts today.
I definitely agree. I think there is so much elevation change on this track. There's hills, there's turns. You know, it might be hard to keep that car on track. If you hit that curb just a little bit too hard or a little bit, you know, too far, that could totally spin you out. So it's going to be an interesting race, and I'm excited to see what these drivers have to pull out for our season finale. Our first season, we are coming to the end, and everyone in chat, are watching on YouTube and Twitch, we want to thank you for joining us on this journey. We've had such a great time. I know I've enjoyed myself every race that we get to commentate and see all these talented drivers. They have raced a lot. We were going through some stats before we went live tonight, and they have raced a lot during this season. So
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to try and feed you guys some of those stats as the race goes on throughout the night, but I'm also going to mirror what Marissa said. It has just been so fun to be able to commentate all these drivers as Daniel Tominga goes off the track on his lap there. But we're going to try and make this finale entertaining and fun to watch for you guys at home, hoping your drivers score some good points, and overall, I guess, just enjoying the final race of the season, because I think after this season, the racing format's going to change a little bit. So if you liked the endurance format that we've been going on, now is the last night to really appreciate that. And I think we're going to have a really good race here, because look at the top charts. We got Brian Sabelski on pole right now. Dayton Harrison still second. Shea Devereaux was able to out-qualify Christian as Dayton just puts himself on pole again by a significant margin, putting himself down a 109.9. The first driver to put down a sub 110. No other drivers even been able to reach 110s recently, as Brian Sabelski looks like he had a slow lap the last time. But Christian Martinez is going to rebuttal there. He's going to run a 109.9, but Dayton's still going to be holding on to his lead. And I'm really cheering for Dayton tonight. He has not won a race, but he's come so close these last couple of races, and he's definitely looking for a good race. So we're going to be cheering on, or at least I'm going to be cheering on Dayton today, but we have so many drivers up there. Benjamin Bechtel, after winning last week, is currently 5th in qualifying with only a couple laps left. If he starts in the midfield, that should be a little chaotic for him, because he's going to be trying to chase down Brian Sabelski in the Drivers' Championship, so he needs every single point that he can get. So I also want to highlight a couple of battles that we're going to be looking at in the field here when it comes to the point standings. So as the point stands right now, we still have Brian Sabelski on top, Benjamin Bechtel in second, Dayton Harrison in third, and Christian Martinez in fourth. Christian wants to try and beat Dayton tonight in that race to try and leapfrog him on the points, because once he gets into third in points, he's going to also have a little bit of a payout for finishing up there as well. We know Christian will want to have that. And then on top of that, Benjamin Bechtel is going to be chasing Brian Sabelski points-wise to try and finish first in the driver's standings. So we're going to see battles between both of those drivers tonight as well. And hey, I mean, like, after 11 weeks of racing, the points are still relatively close, so it'll be interesting to see who scores the most amount of points tonight and who's going to come out on top and who's going to go home with a payday.
That's right. And you can see, just in the top, 4? There's only 500 points between all 4 of them. So really anything can happen. We'll see. Chat, we do need your help during this race. For those team standings, if your favorite team needs some extra points, we do have trivia tonight that can help your team win some extra points. 100 extra points, 75 extra points, and 50 extra points.
Looks like Dayton Harrison's gone into the pits. He's satisfied with his lap. Shea Devereaux as well. Christian, Brian, and Benjamin are also out on the track. Going to try and beat that lap time. Up next is going to be Christian, crossing that start-finish line. See if he's going to be able to put himself on pole in front of Dayton. This will be huge for points. It doesn't look like it. Dayton Harrison's going to hold his position as Christian puts down a 110 flat. Next car across the line is going to be Benjamin Bechtel, Dayton's teammate. Is it going to be able to take pole away from him?
No.
It doesn't look like it either. Dayton with an unbelievable lap. No, never mind. Oh. Benjamin is going to jump to the top of the charts with a 109.7, 1/10 faster than his teammate. It's going to be a full throttle front row, as we only have one more driver out on the track. That is Dylan Carlisle, who is actually going to be racing for OK Motorsports tonight. And this is going to be his 3rd different team he's raced for as a reserve driver.
So we appreciate Dylan for jumping in always when we need a reserve driver. Thank you for joining us tonight, stepping in for some of our drivers who could not make it. One last shout out as qualifying is finishing up. I do want to say a great big thank you to Andrew for putting this all together, getting us all together, and getting this production out. We're behind the scenes, and we know it's a lot of work to make this as seamless as possible for you guys watching. So we just want to give a shout out to Andrew to say thank you for all that you've done, and it's just been a great time.
We've been getting better and better every time. And now Andrew's got us these fancy broadcaster badges here at DRS. Got to flex these. You'll see us or hear us talking about these for the rest of the stream.
Definitely,
Sure.
it's official.
I'd say it's been a lot of fun putting this on, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you so much. I don't know if I'm actually... Oh yeah, you should be able to hear me on stream. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And thanks to all of our racers, thanks to all of our viewers. Thank you all too for making this possible. That's really all I got. So until next season, which again, like they were saying earlier, not going to be endurance races. So this is the last night of endurance racing with DRS for the foreseeable future. So again, thank you, Marissa. Thank you, John.
Of course, we're just happy to be here, and now we're going to have the start of this race full throttle, currently on pole with Benjamin and Dayton. As you can see, the drivers are going onto the grid, getting lined up for their outlap before getting our rolling start and starting this 2.5-hour endurance race to finish off this season. Christian Martinez qualifies third for his team. Brian Sabelski fourth. Going to be watching those drivers navigate their way through the pack as well. Shea Devereaux with a very good qualifying effort is going to put himself fifth. EJ Luna from Mile High Motor Club is going to put himself sixth. Xavier Williams, that is the teammate of Christian Martinez, seventh. And then Daniel Tominga eighth. Dylan Carlisle ninth. Ruben Gutierrez 10th. And Zane May rounding off the field in 11th. Should be a good one. I think that there were some really good qualifying efforts. Very impressed by Dayton's qualifying, but Full Throttle has always been the team that's put in the most laps in the sim before these races for practice. So happy to see that that's all paying off as the lights are going to be going out. Peso is going to be rolling, and we're going to be underway for our season finale here.
We definitely are. Now, I don't want you to miss the beginning of the race, but I am going to put the first trivia link. It is already live. It's live throughout our stream tonight. We'll announce the winner at the end. The winner gets a free happy hour session here at DRS Centennial. So that is available to do whenever you want to take a break from racing, hop in and do that trivia. It is in the spirit of spooky season. Hocus Pocus. It's Halloween. It's Hocus Pocus. All the spooky things, trivia, for your opportunity to win a free session here.
Yes, this is the last race of the Denver Racing Social Broadcast Challenge Series at Road Atlanta, but we've been mirroring the IMSA schedule for basically the entire season. IMSA just wrapped up their season. I don't know if any of you guys in chat watched the real life endurance racing series that we are parodying here, but it was Porsche Penske Motorsport that won the championship. So congrats to them. We don't have any Porsches in this field, which I think is interesting, but that might change here as the races progress in the future. But as you can see, look at that purple and gold Full Throttle 1-2. They're going to be holding the line here for a hard-charging Christian Martinez and Brian Sabelski. Both of these drivers both have 4 wins on the season. So it could be either Christian Martinez or Brian Sabelski coming out on top as the winningest driver in this league if they win. But if they don't, the checkered flag is still there. Benjamin Bechtel could take it. Dayton Harrison could take it. Xavier Williams could take it. Anything can happen in this race. It all comes down to who has the most pace over these next 2.5 hours.
That's right. And now this is a perfect opportunity to see all of those liveries. Chat, let us know. Who do you think has the best looking car? I want to say they get an extra little cash for whoever wins the best livery of the season.
That is not a true statement.
I'll give them some extra cash.
Oh, nice.
I said it. It's fine.
Yeah, looks like we're coming around to the start-finish line here. The field is Benjamin's to control. He usually takes off early. That looks like that's what he's doing again this time. The pace car goes off, and Benjamin Bechtel is out of there. Looks like Xavier Williams is going to take quick advantage of Brian Sabelski getting a good jump there and jumping up to 4th. Xavier's also going to take advantage of Brian Sabelski getting past him, running too wide around these first 2 corners as Benjamin Bechtel's away clean. Christian Martinez, though, on the bumper of these Full Throttle Motorsports cars. We have all the drivers that didn't put down a lap finishing. It looks like we have a car backwards. That's going to be Xavier Williams. Spins out behind his teammate. Unfortunate start for him, but he can still bring it back and try and redeem himself there. But that's going to move EJ Luna up to 4th now, up 2 spots since the start. And this race has just begun. As you can see, we have Brian Sabelski in that OK Motorsports BMW behind the Cadillac of the Mile High Motor Club car. EJ, as he goes off, misses the braking point. That's going to allow Brian Sabelski to get by him here. And he's going to be chasing down our top 3 cars who are all under less of a second. These guys are going to be pushing hard. Dayton's going to be trying to defend Christian from his teammate, who's going to be trying to pull out a solid gap here. As we're now on board with Dylan Carlisle, who's up 3 spots from the start for OK Motorsports. His livery may say Mulbar, but he is driving for OK Motorsports tonight.
He definitely is. Now, we did mention at the beginning, Dylan has been a reserve driver for multiple teams this season, which is why some of those technical difficulties happen. So we do appreciate him coming, even though the livery is showing incorrectly. We know that he is driving for OK Motorsports tonight.
On board with Christian Martinez now chasing down the 2 full throttle cars. It's only a matter of time. Christian has some of the best pace out of any of these drivers in this field. So I would be shocked if these full throttle cars start driving away from him, because Christian Martinez wants to get that track position and get in front of the field early so he can maybe get his 5th win on the season.
You know, I would be surprised when we hop in with these teams later. I want to know if there's any team orders going on. Oh, looks like Christian might have gotten the pass on Dayton. I think he went a little bit wide. If there was any team orders to kind of, drive a little bit more reserved to kind of elongate that gap between 1st and 2nd place.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Dayton there. Maybe he did just miss a braking zone, but it's going to allow Christian to capitalize. As it looks like Dayton just got into the grass a little bit. Evasive maneuvers from Christian. They almost collide, but I think Dayton thinks better of it instead of trying to cut over and block him, rejoining the track. Very classy move from Dayton here, as now he's going to be chasing one of the fastest drivers in the field, trying to catch his teammate Benjamin Bechtel, who just put down the fastest lap of a 1:11.3. So still a couple seconds off of the qualifying pace that we saw from these drivers. But Benjamin Bechtel now has a 2.2 second lead over Christian, and Dayton is trying to chase Christian down. I will also say, chat, I apologize for our voice quality here. Voice is a little raspy here to end off the commentary, which sucks, but hopefully I'll still be able to get across the emotions of calling all of these drivers, well, not fun to commentate on a sore throat, but it has to be done. It's for the good of the stream and for the good of you guys. And that was a very entertaining first race, as we're now on board with Ruben and Daniel Tominga, who are serving some penalties in the pits early in this race, only on lap 3.
It looks like those might have been stop and go penalties. I'm not sure why, but looks like they are getting them cleared so that they can continue racing tonight.
We will keep an eye on those drivers at the back of the field later, but for now it looks like Dayton Harrison is catching up to the back of Christian, who is not able to make any leeway on Benjamin right now. Benjamin's still holding that solid gap of 2.3 seconds in the lead. Looks like that's going to cut down a little bit. Might have missed a turn or something, or that was a really good turn from Christian. No, actually, it was a lap car that Benjamin Bechtel was getting around. Looks like there's a Mulbar car in between 1st place and 2nd place. He's going to pull to the inside, let our faster drivers through.
Oh,
Never mind. It's not. That is an incident from a lapped car taking out 2nd and 3rd place. There's Brian Sabelski. He's going on the inside, going to try and capitalize on that unfortunate incident from the lap cars. Unbelievable. And that's what happens, getting in trouble early. The jump right into the hornet's nest of our lead battle. And now Dayton, right after that spin, is attacking hard as Brian Sabelski takes over 2nd place. That was chaos.
That was chaos. And good on Brian Sabelski, avoiding the chaos and then making up those additional 2 places to get ahead of Dayton and Christian. Now there's going to be a lot of work from Dayton and Christian to try to get their positions back.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'll hear from Dayton and Christian once we hop on board with them, how they feel about that incident. But luckily for Brian Sabelski, he was far enough back that he didn't have to slow up or anything for that incident, was able to really capitalize on that ground in front of Dayton. As you can see, Dayton really on the bumper now of Zabelski. And Benjamin Bechtel, he's probably sitting pretty. He's taking a deep breath. He's got a nice 7-second gap to the leaders, or to second place already, 5 laps into this race. And we'll have to go back and take a look to see what happened between the lap car and our second and third place battle, because we know the personality of these drivers. They're not going to be happy about that incident.
Not. I am sure Christian is going to have something to say about that incident.
Yeah, I'm sure you might have heard some of that chatter on the team comms as we were commentating that. Some unhappy drivers, I'm sure, as Dayton's going to be lunging to the inside here. Going to manage to make it stick. A beautiful pass from Dayton to get back up into second. Now he is defending his teammates' lead easier, as Brian Zabelski doesn't put up that much of a fight. But we know Brian, he's a very calm, calculated guy. Probably didn't want to race him that hard, as we see Christian, speaking of racing hard, chasing down EJ Luna. We're going to see if he's going to be able to make a move on the Mile High Motor Club driver. And Christian's probably racing a little angry under that helmet. See if he manages to keep it cool, calm, and composed to get around this driver, because we know Christian has the speed to do so.
That's right. It definitely is going to come down to racecraft. Who has the cleanest lap, the cleanest lines. You know, the braking points matter in these tracks. If he's going to, brake late to try to get around, if EJ is going to try and defend, it's all part of racing. But we know that we have really good racers. We have clean racers. And that's all we ask for, is a good, clean fight to the finish. And we got to remember, we're only 7 minutes in. We have still 2 hours and less than 20 minutes to go. So yeah, that gap on first is definitely coming, but it is still very early in this race and anything can happen.
Yeah, and going off what you said about how clean all of these drivers race, this is race 11 that these drivers have all raced against each other. And we've seen a ton of awesome, clean racing from these drivers. A few incidents maybe between a few drivers where it got a little bit messy earlier in the season, but since then, all of these drivers have started racing each other with respect. And I'm sure that incident that involved Dayton and Christian was an accident, wasn't meant to be malicious. So that is just what we ask for from these drivers, and these drivers are really good at keeping it clean. And I guess, yeah, just clean around each other. So that's awesome and great to see, as we're still on board with Christian. From our bird's eye view, as you can see, he's chasing down EJ, but EJ's getting some really good exits from these corners. Christian really aggressive into the braking, but isn't able to gain a lot on him on these straightaways. But as you can see, as they're on one of the longest straights on this track, hopefully getting a little bit of slipstream. Is Dayton gonna, is Christian gonna be able to lunge up the inside of EJ here? It doesn't look like it. Gets up to his bumper. Hopefully he's going to be able to get a good exit here on EJ. EJ's driving a really solid race. EJ has always been a driver who has not gotten flustered or anything for having a driver up his bumper, basically.
That's right.
And he's proving it right now, with Christian being one of the fastest drivers, not being able to get around a hard charging EJ Luna.
And that's why, if you were with us during the last race, you did see that EJ had a wonderful time with all of his battles. He enjoys that racing, so I'm sure he's having a blast right now. Keeping his mind clear and just driving a good race, driving his own race, and defending against Christian, who is without a doubt putting on as much pressure to EJ as he can. Yeah,
it's been a couple laps now, and he hasn't been able to capitalize. This is very unlike Christian. Usually he tries to make quick work of these passes, but EJ is not making it easy for him. As you can see, Christian getting closer in the slipstream. Is going to be able to outbrake him. Here he is. He's going to lunge to the inside of EJ there. And it looks like he is going to make the pass. EJ lets him by, and Christian is now in the hunt for Brian Zabelski, who has fallen a little bit behind Dayton. And I think Dayton is the fastest man on the track right now. 3 seconds faster than the leader on that last lap. Looks like there is a little bit of lap traffic, maybe got in the way of Benjamin Bechtel. Lowered his gap from 7 seconds to 5 seconds, but luckily for Benjamin, sitting in first right now, I think the best situation is to have second place be your teammate, who you know isn't going to be charging super hard to try and pass you. But we also know Dayton hasn't won a race yet this season, and now would be the time to do so. if he wants to put his name on the winners list. So we know how bad Dayton wants this, and we'll just have to see how well he does between that interval on first and second.
All right, chat. Looks like we have a question for you. Do we think that there have been higher or lower than 5,000 laps driven throughout throughout the past 10 races? We did the math, so we know the number. But do you think that it's higher or lower? Drop us in the chat. Let us know. It's been a lot. You think about it. 2 hours and 20 minutes for 10 races.
Yeah, 5,000 laps is kind of crazy. These drivers usually don't race more, or race just a little bit over 100 laps per race, depending on the length of the track, obviously. So I would guess under 5,000 laps for sure. But again, I am not the analyst here.
All right, Mountain Magic says lower.
Yeah, 5,000 laps. That is a lot of laps.
It is a lot of laps.
That is like years of racing in real life. Looks like Christian Martinez is under a second behind Brian Sabelski now. Brian doesn't seem to be showing the pace that he usually does in these races. I mean, he is sitting pretty in the point standings right now, currently sitting first. I think talking about analytics before the stream, Brian would have had to forfeit this race in order to have the title be open for grabs for Benjamin. But if he still manages to put in a solid race, a top 5 finish would probably secure him the victory. But we won't know, I guess, until the end of this race to see how all of the points even out. But Christian now really close to Brian on the bumper. If I was Brian, I would see how close or how fast Christian closed the gap, and maybe we'll just let him by, try and find his line, follow his line, and get some better lap times in, because Christian is flying right now. He's driving with a vengeance, and he's driving like he wants to get back up in that top 3.
He definitely does, and I would say Christian is one of our a little bit more aggressive drivers. He definitely pushes the other drivers. And you can see right now, you can see how he was driving with EJ. You can see now how he's driving with Brian, how he's going to push the driver in front of him. He's going to push that driver, push them to their limit. And that's what good racing is all about.
That he's gaining on the straight. This is where he passed EJ. He's going to lunge up to the inside. Looks like Brian's not going to defend him. Going to give him that lane easily. It's a very clean pass by Christian. Now Brian's going to be chasing him down. And we're going to be watching that interval between Christian and Dayton to see if Christian really does have the pace. But I don't know. Dayton's been putting down solid lap time after solid lap time. He's been faster than the leader now for the last 5 laps. So Dayton might be able to catch Benjamin Bechtel before we get to our first round of green flag pit stops, which we expect to be around 45 minutes into this first stint. Also in the chat, the total laps of the completed series of all drivers combined. Now that, I believe, is over 5,000 laps. Oh, look at that. A little bit of contact. I was looking away for just a second. Christian gets into, I think
it was a lap car.
It was a lap car. Oh, look at that, right in front of Christian. Oh, and then a contact with Brian Sabelski. That is 2 times now that Christian's been involved with a spinning lap car. He's definitely going to be very wary of passing these cars for the rest of this race. But, wow, Christian is... he's in a hornet's nest right now.
He definitely is. And, I think I saw a little bit of contact. We'll see if iRacing picked it up when we get into checking our incident points. But it looks like Ruben just kind of lost the back end right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of spinning back marker cars here. This is a very technical track. A lot of corners to be careful around, and these cars can be slippery as well. So that's why we've been seeing a lot of slides. This looks like the incident between Dayton and Christian at the beginning of the race. Christian passing him for second, but then we all know what happens after this with the lap car carnage that drops Christian back to 5th. As you can see, yeah, that's just a lap car going onto the inside of Christian. Both of them spinning out, and then that's Dayton Harrison taking evasive action
It's
to get
forcing him to
around
go
him.
very wide.
Back on board here. Yeah, it looks like Christian just thought that the lap car was going to be giving him the optimal line, and the lap car was still there when Christian turned in, and that is just an unfortunate racing incident between one of our fastest drivers and a driver at the back of the field at the moment. But as you can see on our mini map here, on board with Benjamin Bechtel's got a pretty good gap to second place, Dayton Harrison, and then Christian in third behind him. It's going to be trying to close that gap. Brian Sabelski now lost a spot to EJ Luna, most likely on that incident that we saw him getting tangled up with the lap car there, as EJ is going to be moving up a spot, but I think Brian might have the pace on him, so we'll keep an eye on that 4th and 5th place battle, as it looks like Brian Sabelski is really closing that gap to EJ right now.
That's right, and like we said before, EJ loves this kind of battle, so I'm sure he's having a good time, and with Sabelski, he's gonna drive as clean as he can to get a clean pass around EJ. He closed that gap very quickly.
Yeah, something we haven't really talked about yet in this race are incident points. Drivers are going to have to serve penalties if they accrue enough incident points. But I also wanted to point out in incidents like we just saw with Brian and Christian and the lapped car, even though he wasn't at fault, he still contacted another car, which is an automatic 4 incident points. And if you get 12 incident points, that's going to be a drive-through. So Brian probably not happy. He's going to have to manage his incidents for the rest of the race. Try not to serve that penalty, because one penalty served is a lot slower than no penalty served.
That's right. And now for everybody watching, if you look at the graphics on your screen, you'll see a little black box come up next to the driver's time. That'll show that they have, the black means it's a drive-through penalty or a stop-and-go penalty. So that's why when you see that, you'll shortly after see that driver go into the pit stop, that they're serving that penalty and trying to clear that black flag.
All right, chat. Well, we're 17 minutes into this race, and we want to hear from you guys in the chat. Start blowing us up. Give us something to talk about. We've seen a lot of contact from these drivers, but so far it's been a pretty good race. But we want to hear from you guys currently watching the stream. How do you think this race is going? Who are you cheering for? Who do you think has the best looking car? And who do you think is the coolest driver out of all these guys? Let us know.
Now, I did have one shout out. We normally have our Full Throttle fans in our chat blowing us up every race, and we appreciate you guys for always showing up. However, tonight, Crystal, which is Dayton's #1 fan, it's her birthday, so we want to shout out and say happy birthday to Crystal. We understand that you're not watching tonight. We hope you're celebrating and having a wonderful day. So
Absolutely.
happy birthday to you. Thank you for always supporting Denver Racing Social, for supporting Full Throttle, the Broadcast Challenge series. Well, we appreciate all of the support from everybody. So
hopefully Dayton can bring home a win. That'd be a pretty cool birthday gift.
That'd be a great birthday present.
Looks like Brian Sabelski's just biding his time behind EJ Luna right now. Not quite close enough to make any moves under any hard braking zones. But both of these drivers keeping it really clean.
That's right. And now the comment that was in chat before, higher or lower 5,000 laps driven in the past 10 races. Now, once we clarified that it's all drivers combined, you changed your answer to higher. Our chatter also changed their answer to higher. But we only had one person answering. So, anybody else in chat, what do you think? Do some quick math. We'll make you do your math homework tonight. It's all about the statistics.
Passing opportunity. Thanks. No worries on that.
Looks like Benjamin Bechtel's been putting down some really solid lap times on Dayton. Dayton might have actually had a little bit of an incident. As you can see, he's now 10 seconds behind Benjamin, and Christian has closed his gap to Dayton to 2.6 seconds. So we might see a battle between these two drivers in the coming laps, but EJ still trying to hold off a charging Brian Sabelski.
That is for sure. Looks like we're going to have a battle for second place and a battle for fourth.
Showing Brian's photo of Christian.
Look at that. Got the lap car getting out of the way for Christian. Christian saying thank you. He's got to be happy about that. He does not want to get taken out by another lap car.
Definitely not.
There you go. Yeah, like I said, I figured it out. Thank you.
Yeah, Christian just closing that gap.
Now, Christian is definitely going to be putting that pressure on Dayton. But at lap 18, we're right back where we started in the top 4.
Yep.
Our
Yep, they're
order is right
where
back.
they started.
So like we said, anything can happen. Can we get a quick check of our incident points?
As it looks like Zabelski did manage to make the pass on EJ Luna. There we go. We got some incident points. EJ with 2. Zane May with only 2 incident points.
Shea and Benjamin with 1 each.
Look at that. Dayton with 9. Christian with 7. Sabelski with 6. That is a lot of incident points for this early in the race, so they really have to keep it clean if they don't want to serve a penalty.
Definitely.
Which we've seen them do before. We've
Right.
seen these drivers finish on 11 incident points before. 1 incident point away from having to serve a penalty. So, yeah, it'll be down to the wire for these drivers who have gotten in incidents early this race.
Definitely. And like you just said, I think it is really early to have so many incident points so far this race. But as we have seen, there's been a lot of, the back ends just sliding out and causing some collisions. I'm not quite sure, but this has got to be one of the races that Brian has the most incident points. He is always one that we shout out to having the least amount of incident points, but it looks like he's getting kind of up there early in this race. I don't anticipate it getting much higher than that, unless we have some more of those bigger incidents happening.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Brian, the incident points that he's got were not his fault. He was involved in that incident of a lap car spinning out in front. I don't know how he got the other 2 incident points, maybe just an off track or missed corner or something like that. But he's been managing to keep it clean since then. And now, as you can see, he's got a pretty good buffer between EJ Luna behind him. As you can see, there's a lap car between them.
Thanks.
Chat, where you at? Send us a message. We're going to hear from you guys. Just got in from race control. We're not going to show any lap times until someone wants them. Someone says something. You're just going to have to guess.
I want to know where they're at. Don't forget, chat, we want to know, who do you think has the best livery? Do you like this Mile High Motor Club? Good Colorado flag on it. The Rocky Mountains in the front. That's pretty cool.
I think that's one of the more unique designs that we've seen in this league. I love the mountains in the front and on the side skirts of the car. I love the Colorado flag colors. It's a very cool looking car. We don't get a lot of Colorado representation in motorsports, so it's cool to see.
Not. Or you have the full throttle car, that like shiny metallic gold, that contrast with the purple.
Yeah,
and their gold rims are already always pretty cool to look at.
Yeah, the shining gold was a bold choice, but it looks so good on the livery that they chose with that purple. And yeah, I agree. Also, another really good looking car. All right, chat, you asked. Here's your lap times for those of you who are wondering. Got Christian Martinez now less than 5/10 behind Dayton. So a battle going on there, and it looks like Shea Devereaux is also chasing down EJ Luna. That's the battle we've been on board with. Oh, but look at that, another spin.
My bad, Dayton, my bad.
That was Christian.
You're all good, man.
You just heard from Christian over the radio say, my bad. Let's go ahead and take a look what happened. Oh, Christian just lunged up the inside, locked up, and Dayton's going to be able to move on. That is unfortunate. Man, Christian was driving so well. He made up so many spots, and then unfortunately just locked up the brakes on the inside of Dayton, and now he's behind. Let's go ahead and take another look at this incident. Looks like he was close enough, lunged up the inside. It looked like Dayton moved to the inside a little bit, but still gave him the space.
It looked like Dayton was probably going to just let him pass, but
couldn't
Christian
keep it
just lost
planted.
it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Man,
Christian.
he's been driving so hard to get back up there.
He didn't lose any track positions with that, though. He's now only 7 seconds behind Dayton. So we saw him close that size of gap in like 10 minutes.
That's right.
So he'll probably be back up there. And I wouldn't consider Benjamin Bechtel safe from Christian either. He's been running away, but he hasn't been running away that much from his teammate in second place. So Christian can still definitely catch up to him.
I mean, really, nobody is safe in this race. Not yet, anyway. All right, Mountain Magic, looks like you're the one, our chatter tonight. Who are you rooting for? Who do you want us to hop on board with? Who has your favorite livery? If you're a fan of these drivers, I'm putting up my own cash to help them get some extra cash in their pocket.
Very honorable of you. You really want to put the livery makers to the test.
I do. You know, it's not easy to make a livery.
No, it's not.
I have tried. It did not come out well. So it is, it's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard. And these drivers have put a lot of work into, the pride of their teams to show up to race every race for the past 10 races, for the past 10 months. They've put in a lot of work, and I would like to reward that. But if we don't have a vote in chat, then I'll just keep my cash, and I'm okay with that too. Looks like Dylan's having to serve a black flag penalty.
Come on, Daniel.
So we got a big battle for fourth place here. Zabelski holding off Luna, holding off Shea as he lunges up to the inside. EJ's not going to give it to him, though. They race wheel to wheel, keeping it clean. Still wheel to wheel. EJ's got the optimal line here on the inside of this long sweeping corner. Shea's not going to be able to capitalize, but he's still right there on the back bumper. This is what Brian wanted to see. He wants both of these drivers to tangle up with each other so he can just drive away and keep his track position, but I don't think that's going to happen. EJ's still holding a really good line, still holding a good distance behind him as Shea is going to try and attempt to make an overtake again. It's getting a little racy out there.
It is. And that's exactly what we like to see.
Sorry about my voice, chat. I'm trying.
No, you're doing good.
Oh, look at that. EJ's got to run. He's not going to lunge up the inside of Brian, though. He's going to try and switch him back here. Looking up the inside. Brian, a bad corner there. He's going to let both cars by. Take a look at that. Not sure what is going on with Brian here, but he does not have the pace that these other drivers do tonight.
No, and I think maybe he took that corner just a little bit wide, and not sure if that was intentional to let the drivers by, or I'm not sure why that happened. That's not something usually we see from Brian.
Maybe he just wants to be behind this battle instead of in front of it, because the chances of being involved in the incident if something happens is a lot lower if you're behind them
That
than
is
if they're
true.
behind you.
That is true. And all three of these drivers within a second of each other is, a battle that we are going to keep on watching.
Oh, I'm just taking another look at intervals here. Looks like Benjamin Bechtel lost a little bit of time to Dayton there. Had a much slower lap that last time around. And Dayton's closed the gap from 10 seconds down to 5. Oh, but as I say that, Benjamin Bechtel puts down the fastest lap of the race, a 109.9, our first sub 110 that we've seen in this race so far. So definitely finding that pace. And this battle is still going on right now for 4th place.
It is, and anything could have been the cause of that because we weren't watching it. It could have been lap traffic, it could have been a wide turn. Benjamin could have had an off track, all of these things. So, it's
Whoa, really
really
close.
close.
Shea Devereaux up the bumper of EJ Luna, trying not to contact him. That was a really good braking zone for Shea here. Shea's been having some really good races these last
Yes.
couple races. If I want to pull up the stats as to where Shea has been finishing these last couple races.
I need to tell him to not let me down. He's in my top 3 tonight.
Indianapolis, he came home 4th. VIR, he came home 4th. Road America, he came home 4th. So he's been having a streak of 4th place finishes. If he passes EJ Luna, guess where he's going to be? 4th place. There you go. Yeah, and Marissa picked him for
I'm gonna
her
need
top
him
3.
I'm gonna need him to put that pressure on Christian once he passes EJ to get him up into the top 3.
Hey, there can always be an incident with the drivers in our top 3 right now. That race is far from over. The intervals are not like gaining on each other either.
No.
The drivers in the back are definitely gaining on the drivers in the front, which should lead to a more entertaining race here as it progresses. Who knows how this one's going to shape out?
I do want to give one little shout out to Sarah. Thank you for doing our first trivia tonight. So far, you are in the lead to win a free happy hour here at Denver Racing Social in Centennial.
It's a pretty good deal.
It is. It's a lot of fun down here.
Look at that. Brian Sabelski has fallen away from both of these drivers who are currently battling. Maybe he's not pushing super hard because he knows there's not that much on the line. He knows that he's got enough of a lead in the points right now. He won't have to really race super hard for the win in order to secure his number 1 in the championship. But this is very uncharacteristic of Brian. He's usually on top of it and racing through all of these drivers this race. But right now, he seems to be very comfortable sitting in 6th, running 110.9s, which is around half a second slower than the rest of this field's been lapping recently. Looks like EJ is going to be catching up to a little bit of lap traffic. Will that allow Shea to capitalize? Look at that, the lap traffic not letting him by. Interesting. EJ's going to have to try and find his way around this motorhouse car because this motorhouse car is not getting out of the way for him. And it looks like Shea has caught up very quickly. We've seen incidents with lap cars before. Let's see if this is going to be another one. EJ, if he's going to try and make the lunge here into this hard braking zone. We've seen many a pass here so far. Doesn't look like he's going to make the pass. They all stay single file. We'll see how long this takes before EJ gets impatient. He's going to lunge up to the inside here. Looks like the lap car is going to let these 2 drivers through. One of the fastest parts of this track. That could have been close. That could have been a bad one.
It could have been bad. It could have been.
Look at how close Shea is to the back of EJ. And then you can see Brian Sabelski trailing that group as well.
Thanks.
Oh, it looks like we had someone go off track
Oh.
right behind that. Was that Xavier?
Nope, I believe it was the other Moto House car. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened. Oh yeah, look at that. The 9 car spinning right in front of Brian Sabelski. Doesn't look like he got incident points for that, but if he did, it would have been even more woes to the driver of the OK Motorsports car.
But like you said in the beginning, it's better to be behind those incidents so that you can react. And we know that Brian has an amazing reaction time, so he can react, get out of the way, and not rack up those incident points, not cause any more chaos than that's already happening.
It's like
Excuse
Xavier
me.
Williams is going to be in the pit lane. 36 minutes into this race, it could be strategy, but we expect some of these other drivers to do their first pit stop in around 10 minutes or so.
We didn't even talk about pit strategy yet this race. Do we think it's a 1 pit, 2 pit?
Okay, it is pit strategy for Xavier Williams here. It's got to be strategy, so he must be wanting to get a jump on the pit cycle comparatively to some of the other leaders. Maybe he thinks this is his best chance to try and pass Brian Sabelski and Shea Devereaux. We saw Xavier Williams had a really good qualifying, but he spun out on that first lap. So he's been trying to get that time back that he lost on lap 1 for these last 32 laps here. So hopefully this pit strategy is going to be good for him.
Well, the other thing you have to remember after those pit stops is you're on cold tires. If you're changing tires on cold tires, you still have to drive carefully on that first lap out, and then gain some more traction as you continue the race.
Looks like the interval just continues to build between our top 3 drivers, Benjamin, Dayton, and Christian now. Currently sitting all around 8 seconds apart. EJ Luna trying to catch up to Christian, but I don't think he's going there quite fast enough. However, he has been lapping a couple tenths faster than Christian these last couple of laps. And Benjamin has turned something on. He's running away with it. He is consistently running 109s faster than any other driver on the track right now.
He definitely is consistently getting that fastest lap. I'm already kicking myself for not putting Benjamin in my top 3.
Yeah, we both had Brian Sabelski in our top 3. And here he is in 6th. A little bit closer to Shea Devereaux now, who seems to have made a little bit of a mistake and is now a couple seconds behind EJ. So hopefully he'll be able to find some pace, but now he might be under pressure for a charging Brian Sabelski.
That's right. Now they are also coming up on lap traffic, which causes some more potential for chaos to happen. So we're hoping for just some clean passes. We want to, mind the blue flags and just have a good race. I think Brian's getting really close to Shea and is going to go for the pass when he finds the best opportunity to do so. I don't think he's going to take too much of a risk. He's going to try to keep it clean.
Yeah, he's never been one of the more aggressive drivers on the circuit. As you can see, got a driver missing the turn there. Gonna let these faster drivers by.
Thank you, Ruben.
Very courteous. Brian Sabelski says thank you. And I'm looking back at intervals now. I'm not sure what happened between the top 3, but Dayton just cut down 4 seconds on Benjamin, and Christian just lost around like 3 seconds on Dayton. EJ's still trying to chase down Christian, but he's slowly building that gap over to 4th. And Shea Devereaux, after that little mistake, it looks like, has been falling a little bit behind EJ as well. Whenever I notice the interval has been cut down between some of our lead cars, I look at the mini-map to see if there are any cars in between them, and there is, in fact, a lap car, 10th place Dylan Carlisle, who is
I'll
in
stay
between
left.
Benjamin and Dayton right now. Maybe he had something to do with that 112 second lap time from Benjamin, losing a couple seconds getting around the lapped car, but now Dayton's going to have to try and get around him. Will Dayton get tangled up with another lap car? They'll look a little bit squirrely through these S's here. Just got to play this safe. Dayton also is now the second driver to run a 109. These full throttle cars looking really quick. And yeah, Dayton lunging up the inside, keeping all the wheels planted.
Nice clean pass.
Didn't lose much time with that one at all. Oh, look at that. Dylan Carlisle just getting a little loose. Locking up, manages to save it. Trying to save it, overcorrects. Braking in the middle of the straightaway. Luckily, no cars around him. Never mind, he's still wrecking.
He's trying. You know, sometimes once you lose control of that car, it gets so much harder to gain that control back.
Now, here's our leader, Benjamin Bechtel. He's coming up on him. We'll see if this impacted Benjamin's lap time. That's what we're looking for here. That Dylan Carlisle just throwing his car through the corners, sliding it around there. Got our leader, Benjamin Bechtel, coming in with a full head of steam. Definitely has to slow up here because this is a very hard part of the track to pass. You're constantly switching across different parts of the track, and yeah, there we go. Dylan letting Benjamin by.
That is definitely where he had to have lost all of that.
No
he lost
instant
all
points.
all of that momentum and lost a big chunk of that gap in between him and Dayton. But now you can see the gap between EJ. Oh, Christian's in the pit. I said EJ's in third place. Caught me off guard. While the gap between Dayton and EJ now is 18 seconds.
If Benjamin manages to hold this lead for the next hour and a half in this race, this will be his third win on the season. And surprisingly, he hasn't had a very consistent season when it comes to wins. He had one win early in the season, and then he just won Indianapolis to get himself back on the top place of the podium, which is also very impressive from Benjamin. But he's really been turning on the cooker. Like we were saying, Benjamin is second place in the driver's points, chasing down Brian Sabelski. Right now, he's scoring as many points as he can on our current points leader, Brian Sabelski.
I'm a retard.
Yeah, actually, looking back a little bit more on Benjamin's season, the first race he won was at Laguna Seca, which we can go into deep depth as to what happened in that race to prevent some drivers from winning that race. But that was Benjamin's first win, and since then, he's been around the bottom of the podium, third, fourth place for these races. Zabelski's gotten the better of him out of the most of these races, but yeah, Indianapolis, he lapped basically the entire field. The only driver he didn't lap is Andy Cody, who unfortunately is not in this race. Would have been seeing him fight up front with all of these other guys. But now he's currently in the lead with some of the fastest laps on this track. So Benjamin really showing up when it matters here at the end of the season, and has honestly had a really good inaugural season for this challenge series.
That's right. And, you know, he is the principal of his team. I'm pretty sure, as far as I know, he is the only team principal that offers a bonus after each race. So his team gets bonus pay after each race that they race throughout the whole season. You know, he's really created that team, which unfortunately tonight he is only racing 2 drivers because Dominic couldn't make it tonight. But he full throttle, you know, we consistently say race after race that they're the ones that we see in our chats that they're putting in the work, they're putting in the practice before. And I'm not saying that the other teams don't, it's possible they do and we're just not aware of it. But they,
They're
have
very good as a team.
they have really brought that team mentality. They work together. They always have strategy, and Full Throttle's definitely shown up this season, and it's been awesome commentating their races.
Speaking of strategy, we have all of our leaders going into the pit lane here. Both Benjamin and Dayton went into the pits on the same lap. I think Christian was the first one to go into the pits here. Out of
I'm
all
glad
of
I
these
didn't tell you
drivers
that.
came in a lap early, but now we have all of these drivers here coming into the pit lane. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cars in the pits, 5 including the safety car, sitting in the pit lane right now, getting some new tires and refueling here. Lap 39, around 45 minutes into the race. So that is about what I was anticipating. So this looks like then they're going to be doing a 2-stop strategy, maybe a 3-stop strategy for Xavier, since we saw him pit a little bit earlier than these drivers. So these guys will probably pit again around, I want to say an hour 40, an hour 30 into this race. And then that should be able to take them to the end without having to stop again. But we should also keep in mind incident points for these drivers who have gotten in incidents early. Coming out of the pits is definitely another time where these drivers could accrue more incident points.
That's right. Like I said, we have to make sure that these drivers are going to be taking care of their tires. They're going to be driving possibly a little bit slower this first lap out to make sure that these tires are getting up to temperature, getting the grip that they need in order to, maintain the race pace that they have been.
Looks like Brian Sabelski might be just going long, and that actually makes me think maybe his lack of pushing and his lack of pace is strategy.
He might have
Maybe
been fuel
he's saving all of his stuff so he only has to do one stop. I don't know if that's physically possible for these cars. I don't know how long these drivers can run, and I'm just guessing here on pit strategy. But him not pitting when everyone else has makes me think he's going to try and gain some positions here on an alternate strategy, which we've seen him do time and time.
We have seen him do before, and it has paid off for him. So that'll be interesting to see if that's what he's doing. Sometimes he is the only one on a different pit strategy. So you never know.
You never know. We'll keep an eye on him. It looks like he is going into the pit lane now, so maybe not that much more of a pit strategy. Maybe his tires were giving out, and he'll be pushing a little bit more now that he knows that's not going to be his strategy. But we'll see where he comes out of the pits. Should be behind EJ. It'll be interesting to see if he actually comes out behind Xavier too. We saw Xavier pit early, and now he's managed to close the gap between himself and EJ Luna. I think that's around the track placement that Brian Sabelski is going to come out into or in front of, but we'll keep an eye on Xavier here because he is closing down on EJ here, who's also closing down on Christian, who is closing down on Shay. All right, all eyes on Christian now as we try to see if he's going to be able to make this pass without spitting out. It's getting really close to the back of this mobile car from Shay. He's going to look to the inside. He's going to try and make this overtake on the outside this time.
He's going to get it.
Yeah, look at that. Shay left the space but didn't have the optimal line. That was interesting. Maybe Shay was running a bit more of a defensive line, so it didn't look like Christian was going to be able to lunge up the inside there, but Christian did not lose that much time, and now Shay's going to be back in defense on this Moto House car behind him.
But I would not expect Christian to let up any pressure.
No, he needs as many points as he can get. He's trying to pass Dayton in the Drivers' Championship, but he's got to pass him on the track in order to do that, and
Right.
Dayton is way far up on that track right now, over 30 seconds ahead of Christian right now. So he's got a lot of time to make up if he wants to leapfrog Dayton in the drivers' points. That forfeit last week definitely did not help his chances.
It did not.
But yeah, Dayton's been having the race he needed to if he wants to stay in third and walk home with some money today.
Definitely.
Chad, I hope you've been enjoying this Halloween trivia that we've been having going on the bottom of our screen. Marissa, are you a big Halloween person?
Not a big Halloween person, but I do like Halloween.
Are you going to be dressing up this year?
No.
Ah.
Well, sometimes, but my like default dress up is like cat ears, and I put on like a little painted nose and some whiskers. Nothing like extravagant over the top, definitely not. However, I am the house that kids come to get their full-size candy bars. That's my house.
Sounds like that's everybody's house these days. When I was trick-or-treating, there were no king-size candy bars to be found. Weren't that cool?
I definitely am like, if I would have loved that when I was a kid, so might as well, give the kids back what I never had, kind of thing. So
But king-size candy bars are expensive.
they are.
There's a lot of commitment to that.
They are expensive, but I always have leftover, and so I also
There you
essentially
go.
get it for myself.
It's an investment.
It is. How about you? Are you a big Halloween I don't know, enjoyer?
Not anymore. If I have an idea for a Halloween costume, I will try and put effort into it. The best Halloween costume I've ever had was a mime. And I walked to houses with a sign that said trick or treat. And I got to do all my trick or treating without even saying anything. So I don't think
Nice.
any costume will top that for me. I think this year I might go as a DRS broadcaster.
Yeah.
I'm
We have
gonna
the
be
badges to prove
Yes,
it.
yes, we do. I'm going to be at Phoenix International Raceway to watch the NASCAR Truck Championship on Halloween, so I won't be dressing up, but I also will be watching some Halloween movies to get into the spirit.
That is awesome.
Sorry,
yeah, I
Christian,
usually
was on the
have
defensive
like
serve on
Hocus
there.
Pocus on,
Mm.
loud, windows open so everyone can hear it.
Just
My
right
lights are
here.
purple and orange. But yes, trying to get into the spirit a little bit. We are going to continue watching this battle, but chat. Let us know what you think. If you want to help your team earn some extra points for that team championship, try to catch up to Full Throttle, who's currently in the lead. We can do some track facts for Road Atlanta. But chat, we need you to let us know that you're alive.
Chad, I want to know what you're being for Halloween this year.
Ooh.
That's what I want to know.
Do we have any extravagant, over the top? Or do you do I always like to see families. They have a little kid and they're I don't know, Wizard of Oz theme, or do you have a family theme? Let us know, chat. I'm not creative enough, but I would like to be like a transformer. I think it'd be really cool to be oh, I'm a car. Just kidding. I'm an Autobot.
I've seen those videos of people wearing it looks like pounds of cardboard, and they just are standing, and then they could just transform into a car, crouch up in a ball on the floor. Yeah,
That's
very
pretty
creative
cool.
costumes out there. Who means Xavier are going to be Coraline and Wyborn.
Nice. That's exciting.
You know, I haven't seen that movie,
I haven't either.
and I
But I know the
should.
characters.
Yes, I know the characters, but I should see that movie. I don't know. I'm very basic when it comes to consuming content on Halloween. I mean, The Great Pumpkin, all of those just classic cartoons my parents will watch. Hocus Pocus. I'm trying to think other good Halloween movies to watch this season. Do you have favorites?
Hocus Pocus. It's usually that, and then I just put on Halloween music.
The Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash. Thriller. Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, yeah.
Also a movie I should probably watch if I want to talk about watching Halloween movies.
I always hear there's a debate, so what's the hot take? Is it a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
I say it's a Christmas movie.
Ooh.
Ooh,
What do you think?
Andrew
That's what
says
I-
Christmas.
That's what I say.
I don't know.
I kind of want to say both,
Uh,
Ooh, look at this battle.
but I haven't seen it, so I have no idea.
I could understand the argument. Look at this battle.
Yeah, no, we're gonna switch the conversation topic of this battle. We got
Oh my.
3 cars all under a blanket here. Look at this. They're
Three
going
wide.
3 wide. Christian sending it down the inside. He's gonna back out of there. So is Brian Sabelski. Says, I want none of that. Wow, that could have been really chaotic, but they managed to sort it out. Shea Devereaux moves up to 3rd, Christian 4th, Brian Sabelski 5th. We saw Brian Sabelski pit late. When he came out of the pits, I was wrong. He did not come out in front of Xavier. He came out in front of Christian and Shea. He came out in 3rd place. So that was a really good pit stop for Brian Sabelski.
Just want to say, if the race ended right now, I would have 2 in the top 3.
I guess that's
Shea
true.
is in 3rd place. Keep it up, Shea.
Look at that. 3 different teams here racing into a very sharp turn. Christian got out of there super early. Maybe he just wanted to give us in the commentary booth something to talk about.
Quite possibly. But I know that he also would probably avoid any contact with any car at this point in the race.
Yep, we can go ahead and take a look at incident points here pretty soon. I don't think there have been any
EJ has
incidents
black
on track
flag right
since
now.
then.
EJ. Oh, wonder why he's black flag.
EJ's got a black flag. You know, with that little of incident points, it could be something like.
I need to refresh this.
Excuse
There
me.
we go.
Oh, there we go.
EJ 12 incident points. Black flag. Zane is 1 incident point away. Benjamin Bechtel is 1 incident point away from having to do a drive-through. Dayton is 2. This race can still fall into
It
anybody's
can
hands.
change. You know, I wonder if they're getting off tracks because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of contact happening between any of the lap cars, but we're also not paying a lot of attention to those drivers. But getting an off track does give you incident points. So this race can definitely change.
I'm surprised how many incident points Benjamin has running up front. He's either running into lapped cars or he's going off track multiple times, like constantly throughout these laps, which is very unlike Benjamin. But as you can see, Benjamin and Dayton both high on incident points, but both have a really solid gap to Shea, who's 30 seconds behind them right now. So even if they did have to serve a pit penalty, they would come out around where Shea and Christian and Brian are right now, I believe. And it wouldn't affect the race that much. So they still built up enough of a cushion to where if they have to serve the penalty, it will not absolutely ruin their race.
But back to our chatters. I like your thinking. It's both if you watch it on both holidays. And yes, very much Tim Burton vibes.
No, we just watched it the other night, actually, a couple nights ago. My daughter wanted to watch it. I know the whole soundtrack to that movie, every song, every word. Yeah, it's been one of the family favorites for a while. Yeah, I think it is. It's really a deep movie if you watch it as many times as we have. You start empathizing with Jack Skellington there about his desire to want to do something different with his life. So yeah, he's trying to reinvent himself, and it doesn't quite work out. Somebody just crashed in the pit lane.
Yeah, it looks like someone was in the pit lane there. That might have been EJ or Xavier. No, they're all in the pits.
They're in there right now.
Not sure what happened. Maybe it was Dylan Carlisle. But, I mean, Christian Martinez is on the tail.
Benjamin just got a black flag.
Oh, no. All right, we'll have to, this will be very important to see where he comes out.
And it's just going off track. He's just going wide.
Here's him going into the pits to serve his penalty here. This is actually huge for the championship. This might actually make some changes to the point standings. Benjamin Bechtel's dropping down the order. He doesn't have to stop, so he just has to do a straight drive-through. As you can see, that gap between him and Shea is slowly closing. As Dayton now jumps into the lead, and he's in position to win his first race.
Right.
But
and that is much deserved for Dayton.
He also has 10 incident points. Let that be known. He can still serve a penalty by the time this race ends.
We still have an hour and 25 minutes, so anything can still happen. But
I mean, look at that. Benjamin just had to serve a penalty, and he dropped from first to second with still a 15-second cushion to third place. So he didn't lose much time at all with that drive-through, and I'm sure that's giving Dayton a sigh of relief, knowing that if he has to serve a penalty, he can still keep his really good track position.
definitely.
Christian, look at that. Look at the inside switching back. Maybe he's trying to confuse Shea, but Shea is not wavering.
What happened with EJ and Xavier?
Jay, are you switching your energy?
Now, Xavier just had a
Or
really
is your
slow
car
lap
just that
time.
fast
What
on
happened
this
there?
straight?
Looks like EJ's in the
Yeah,
pit.
EJ's in the
I
pits.
gotta
We knew
hold
we had
the
to serve a
form, you
penalty.
Oh,
Oh, it was Xavier.
Also,
That
you
puff-
can't switch
he
your
got
energy anymore
stuck.
in lockdown balance.
That's bad. That's really bad. Do you know why that's
Yeah.
really bad? It's because if you're stuck, you have to tow your car to the
around
pits.
the whole
So he has to go
track.
all the way on the whole track. He's probably going to be in the pits now for like 2 minutes.
Oh no.
Oh, that is not what he wanted for his race. That is horrible. So yeah, he's still getting his
He's
car
still in the
towed.
pits. It's still towing. You could tell because it's not raised
Oh,
up.
that is
Oh, that is hard for
unfortunate.
Xavier.
He was doing
Oh,
really good too. He was
He
catching
just
up.
got it into
Oh
the
my
pit.
gosh. That is tough. We saw him spin on lap 1.
Mhm.
He was he had an early pit stop where he was able to undercut EJ. There was only a couple seconds behind. And now in the pits again.
So he lost it coming
Yeah.
out of the pits.
Just spun the tires.
And that's what I'm saying. You have to be careful with those cold tires. He spun himself coming out of his pit stop,
Oh.
then got himself stuck.
Yeah, tried to donut around,
Oh,
missed it, and oh man.
oh, that's rough.
Ooh.
All right, let's go back live. Hey, Christian.
Wow.
All right, Christian is closing that gap. Well, I'm not closing that gap. He's still on the tail of Shea.
Oh, wow, that was really close. Could have taken him out there. EJ in the pit lane once again. Got a mobile car going off the track. Oh,
Oh.
Christian deciding to go the short way around him.
Well, shit my pants there, Zane.
Christian. He's just chucking his car into every gap he can see. I respect that.
I'm just trying to stay out of the way. I'm scared.
Gotta go ahead and see how close this was. Maybe they did
Can
make
someone
contact.
get
Let's
the
go ahead and see.
Team Defender Award?
And we'll stay quiet so you can hear some driver chatter. Oh,
The Degree Defender of the Stank Award.
that was really,
That was
really sketchy.
close.
We got weird sponsorship deals.
Christian. Looks like he's getting around EJ Luna. He's a lap behind.
Hey, the Benning
EJ
Lake
must have
Tech
had
Bowl,
something else happen to his race other than this black flag.
Yes, he must have. I do also want to point out that Benjamin and Dayton have now swapped positions. So Dayton is currently your race leader.
Yeah, when Benjamin served that penalty, he dropped down
Oh, he's still
15
there.
seconds behind. So yeah, Dayton
That's
hasn't
right.
had to serve a penalty yet. But if he
My
doesn't have to,
apologies.
no, you're good. If he doesn't have to, he won't have to swap positions with Benjamin again. He can just race to the win,
Yeah,
which I'm sure it's what he wants, but incident points have been shocking.
They have, and we have seen a lot of drivers go wide on some of these corners, pushing those track limits to get the optimal racing line, to get the fastest lap. So,
All right, well, Marissa, we are an hour into this race, 54 laps in. all of these drivers are a little bit spaced out. I say we go on a quick break
That works
and
for
then
me.
come back. What do you
All
have to say
right.
about that?
I think that is great. Now, there's a couple things that I do want to announce first, and then we'll take a break.
All right.
So, couple things, DRS events happening. We have a VIP
Thanks.
happy hour right here at DRS Centennial on the 16th, which is Thursday at
They
6
left in.
p.m. That is going to be sponsored by Simply Subarus,
Rob,
which I believe is one of our sponsors for the whole Broadcast Challenge series. They tend to sponsor a lot of our VIP events, so we really appreciate Simply Subarus for sponsoring us.
thank
So
you, sir.
if you're a member, if you want to become a member, come on down to that happy hour on Thursday, 6 p.m. here, DRS Centennial. And then on Sunday, we have the 3rd annual Ferrari of Denver F1 viewing party. That's going to be down at McGregor Square, downtown Denver at noon on Sunday, October 19th. That's to watch the F1 race at CODA. So that'll be really exciting. Our mobile racing unit will be there for the VIP section, I believe. But we'll have some representative there to.
We're actually going to be down in the general admission, which is free.
Oh.
So we'll
We'll
be
be in
downstairs
the
with
free.
a whole trailer in the square. And then after the race, I think at 4 o'clock, they're going to be broadcasting the F1 movie down there. So if you haven't had a chance to see it, it's a great way to watch the movie after the Grand Prix. So
Sounds like a great time.
yeah, it's good. I don't know if we're going to hang out for that. We might pack it up and go home, but we'll definitely be there from 11 till 3. So
if you haven't been in the mobile sim yet, definitely head down to McGregor Square this weekend. Get in the sim, watch the Formula One race. I know I'll be watching it, and yeah, it'll be a good time. That's all of the current events. Those events are also, and more. You can always head down to Denver Racing Socials.com, and all of the events are there. You can also sign up to be a member. You can see all of the things that we do.
On your ass for 2 hours.
And yeah, join us for everything. It's always a good time. We
So
were
it's
just
Melbourne.
at Colorado National Speedway this last weekend, which was awesome. So yeah, come and join us for any event. We'd love to see you there. Put a face to all of your chatter names.
On this straight, or you have so much traction coming out of
with
it.
that,
The Ferrari goes into
I think we're ready to
two-wheel
take a
drive.
break.
All right. We'll be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere.
while we're gone, jump and do that trivia. I'll leave that on the screen for you guys. See you guys.
That was awesome, Zane. Good shit.
Good racing, bro. Hell
Thanks, Zane. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the last race of the Denver Racing Soul Broadcast Channel Series with contact made between Christian, Shay, and I believe that was one of Christian's teammates on Moto House. As soon as we get back, you guys have been on board with Shay Devereaux. These last couple of laps, seeing him battle Christian. Take a look at that.
Oh,
I don't know who. Oh, yeah, it looks like the 9 car took out Christian. So go back and look and see who that 9 car is. But Christian can't be happy about that. Christian has been having incident after incident after incident. We might have to check on incident points after this.
we definitely should. That was his teammate Daniel Taminga.
Oh, that was Taminga.
which would have been a lapped car. Looks
No.
like Taminga hits Christian and
Shea squeezes
Shea
through.
gets around.
Another instance of being behind the wreck instead of the wreck being
Yes.
you. Well, I know Timinga probably did not mean to do that to his teammate.
Definitely not.
We hate to see it, but Christian's got the pace. He'll be fine. He's only 7 seconds behind, actually. It's Zabelski now who separates Shea and Christian by a significant margin.
That's right. We have Dayton Harrison still your race leader. Benjamin Bechtel behind with an 8-second gap.
It's
and
closing
then
in on him.
that gap to third place is 25 seconds.
Benjamin Bechtel could afford another drive-through penalty and still stay in second place.
Yes. Which is also good news for Dayton. When the last time we checked on those incident points, Dayton had 10 points, really close to a drive-through penalty.
Looks like that's what Taminga's serving right now is a drive-through penalty after that incident with Christian.
Yep. Let's take another quick look at our incident points. We have some stats for you from our season, but let's see. Our incident points, who are we looking for? We are looking for Dayton is at 11 incident points. So he has one more before he gets a drive-through penalty, which will then put him into second place. Benjamin is farther away from getting another drive-through. Looks like Daniel Taminga's 1 point away from getting another drive-through.
Just race your race. It's the fastest car responsibility to get around.
Looks like Dayton just got that drive-through penalty. So
All
Dayton's
right.
going to have to drive through, which with that gap to third place being that big, he will be able to come out still in second place.
Yep, he's going to forfeit his lead to his teammate. Benjamin Bechtel's going to jump back up to the lead. But yeah, Shea Devereaux, I don't think is going to have the time needed to jump up in front of him after this pit cycle. But I guess we'll find out here as it looks like Dayton's going to be going to the pits here this lap. Here are your more recent pit times. Oh, the 3-minute pit time for Xavier. Oh no.
That had to have been when he had to
Yeah,
tow
that's
around
so
the entire
tough.
track.
Oh no.
That 15 seconds should have been a drive-through, I assume. About 40 seconds for an actual pit stop.
I'll stay left.
So, we posed a question in chat earlier this stream. Were we over under 5,000 total laps driven for all the drivers so far in the series prior to this race? Are you ready for the answer?
I'm ready.
The total laps driven by all the drivers that have participated in our series for the past 10 races is 10,866 total laps driven.
Wow.
That's double what we posed in the question. These drivers have been endurance racing every race for the past 10 races. There have been a lot of laps driven.
Yeah, no, that's been a lot of racing for all of these drivers throughout this entire league. But I think that's what's made this league so good, is that all of these drivers have had so much time to prove themselves as sim race car drivers. And it's just awesome to see that all these drivers, even after driving all of those laps, are still coming back for more.
That's right. I have one other. Since we just looked at our incident points, I also have the number of total incident points throughout the series that these drivers have gained.
Let's do a prize for this one. If you're within, let's say, 100 points, yeah, I'd say if you're within 100 points, you get a free hour here with you and 3 friends. Yeah.
Oh,
so
chat,
within 100
let's hear
points,
it.
Total incident points of the whole series up to the beginning of this race today. I already forgot the number, so I have no
I
idea.
forgot the number too. I got nothing.
I have the number in front of me. It's a lot. So,
Is it
chat.
higher or lower than? I really have no idea. 1,000. I'm asking you.
Me?
Yeah.
It's higher than 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it at that.
All right, chat. Let us know. I'm gonna not give you the answer then. Oh no,
Oh.
Dayton just went off track.
That's probably where all the incident points are coming from. Are
Yep.
people missing turns and having to cut them like that?
Definitely. 1750 is our first guess. They really want to win a free session here. You are too low, my friend. All right, I am also going to drop in the chat our next trivia, which you can also see on your screen. This trivia is to help your favorite team earn some extra points, just so that we can get ready for that. Let's see, and I can say right now, all of our guesses are too low.
I'd say everyone gets 3 guesses, 3 tries to get this one.
Three tries to win a free hour here.
Yep. I think 1 try is just way too low, and then, I mean,
All right,
eventually
well-
you'll figure it out, right? So, but yeah, 3 guesses. So the more people guessing, the easier it's going to be for someone to throw out that guess, right? So Crafty.
Crafty Terry is just put in the third guess, and your third guess is too high.
And Marissa, you're counting the $100 or the 100-point
100
swing.
point variance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now,
So
Mountain Magic 17, you are the closest.
So that was that 3 guesses from, no, Mountain Magic still has 1
Mountain
more.
Magic has 1.
And Martinez,
It's too
gonna
high.
have to go lower on that one. Mountain Magic, was that too high or too low?
Their last guess for Mountain Magic is too high.
Too high. All right. But then the 2,500 was what? Too low?
Too low.
All right. I think we're honing in now. I think someone who's been pretty silent all stream is going to chime in now. Third guess for Mountain Magic, 3025.
It's a good guess.
All right, let's hold it there for now. See if we get any more guesses. 3,000. Should we do Prices Right rolls? You can't go over?
Ooh. Why are you making me do math? Okay,
Well, then someone's gonna do 3,001, Bob.
that is true.
That's what I was just thinking. Because technically, I mean, it would have to be only 25 points off, but both Martinez and Mountain Magic could be in it. I still don't know the number, so I have no idea. Let's see, are there any close battles that I should be focusing on? No, everyone's really, really spaced out. Second place is coming up on 8th, though, so let's watch Dayton pass Taminga.
It's always a good idea to see if our front runners will tangle up with lapped cars.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ooh,
Anything can
7th
happen.
is coming up on Xavier's. On somebody.
There is always that saying, traffic giveth and traffic taketh away.
Yes. You just pray that you are on a straight, or you're coming through a turn
Yes.
as you come up on this on lap traffic, so you can just pass him on the next straight.
Well, and we noticed that with Benjamin earlier, right? He came back up to that lap traffic, and it really slowed him down till he got to a good place so he could pass.
Ooh. I think Harrison is kinda, I can't see the car number there. Car number 9, that is Taminga.
Taminga.
He is
Taminga.
black flagged, so
Dad's gonna go to the pit.
He should give up this spot pretty
No.
easily.
Tominga's been defending his positions pretty hard. We've seen this even with his own teammate.
Appreciate it, Daniel. That was awesome.
Looks like
There he
Dayton's going to be able
is.
to get by him here, though,
He's going.
as he goes into serve his penalty.
Yep, he's got a penalty.
All right. Everyone's pretty. 10th is coming up on 11th. Dylan Carlisle is coming up on Zane May. We're giving John a little bit of a breather here with his voice.
Let's give him more of a breather. Let's get this trivia started.
Yeah.
Chat, are you ready? I am going to get it started. Crowd.live X3A 8M.
This is for team bonus points.
Team bonus points. First place gets 100 points. Second place, 75 points. Third place, 50 points. I am going to get a couple notes. We have Mile High Motor Club, who is only running one driver tonight. That's EJ Luna. We have OK Motorsports, who's running Brian and Dylan Carlisle. We have Full Throttle, who's running Benjamin and Dayton. Those are your three teams who are running less than 3 drivers. Motohouse and Molbar are each running 3 drivers. So if you don't have your loyalties with a team, Full Throttle, OK Motorsports, and Mile High Motor Club can use your help.
Dayton is pitting.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of scheduled pit stops. Bechtel's also in the pits. Shea is also in the pits. We're an hour and a half into this race, so
It's a 2-pit race.
I think so. I mean, 50 minutes is a long way to go on a stint, so maybe they're going to be pitting again. I have no idea what the strategy is. I think Xavier will definitely be pitting again because he is a little bit earlier on the strategy. But yeah, everyone should be coming to the pits around this time. Shea Devereaux should jump back up to third once Zabelski goes into the pit as well.
All right, perfect time to get this trivia started. Here we go. Road Atlanta is also known as... You've got some time to answer.
Is the answer right there?
Possibly. I wanted to help you out.
It is right there.
It is the last race of the season. I'm not going to make trivia too hard tonight.
Alright, let's go
Thank you, Shay.
to anything exciting here. It's always exciting riding on board with Christian.
Oh,
Oh,
someone
that's a
full
full throttle
went
car.
off track.
In the grass. That's Benjamin Bechtel. Cold tires. And that's actually kind of important. I don't know if... I think Benjamin and Dayton are on the same pit strategy. You can see that interval between them just shrinking.
Oh, he just
But
got
the race for the win.
a little bit of grass on that outside tire, and it could not grip him through that turn.
I think the race of the win is going to come down to either Benjamin or Dayton, depending on how many incident points they both
Yeah,
accrue
I agree.
by the end of this race.
I think it's going to be a full throttle one, too. Where do you think Road Atlanta is located?
Let's see here. I don't think it's Colorado.
Atlanta. Atlantis. I'm gonna have to go with Chicago.
My favorite city, Atlanta, Chicago.
Atlanta, Chicago. That's my best effort of putting a picture of the state.
Sorry,
Testing
Daniel.
my geography skills.
Carlisle.
This is the battle for 9th place right here. Hour and a half in, they're still jostling for position. Looks like Carlisle's going to get the best of Dan Tominga there.
Ooh. Tominga just left the track.
We've seen a lot of off tracks
It's exactly
at that
where
same part of the track.
Benjamin went off a moment ago.
Everyone just seems to go wide, and unfortunately, Daniel couldn't keep it
No.
off of the wall.
Yeah, that car did not turn at all. Looks like Sabelski's going long again on this strategy. Last time it helped him gain a ton of time on his competition. So we'll see if he goes into the pits here. He's definitely going to lose out on the top 2 spots, but it's Shea Devereaux and Christian Martinez are who we're going to be looking at to see if Brian Sabelski comes out in front of them. Because I think the top 2 spots, Benjamin Bechtel, Dayton Harrison, have been running absolutely perfect races. Well, not perfect races, but good enough races to hold their position 1-2. But for 3rd place on the podium, I don't know. I think it's still anyone's race.
I think it definitely is, and you know, that 30-second gap, just about 30-second gap, will give Sabelski a good buffer in front of Shea to get back out onto track.
This next trivia question we got is: Road Atlanta was a farmer's field before it was a racetrack. I'm looking at the racetrack right now and I'm thinking, does that look like farmland to me?
Looks pretty hilly.
It is hilly.
I don't know if that'd be good
That's
for
also
farming.
very green.
All the grass in iRacing looks the same.
We weren't gonna do that again, Ruben.
You just heard Christian say he didn't want to do that again.
Yeah.
We've seen that incident before. If Christian got spun out by that driver, it would have been off.
That corner is definitely the
Tricky.
hardest corner,
Yeah.
I think, in this whole track.
Carlisle, black flag.
I think this might be the first race in this series that Christian Martinez has been lapped.
Is it?
Yeah, on the map right there, it looks like Sabelski's just in front of 5th place
Oh,
Christian
wow.
Martinez. He still has the pit, so maybe he won't end a lap down, but
No.
it's interesting seeing Christian this far down on the roster, let alone lap down.
Instead of interval, let's do gap.
Now you can see in the little mini map, you can count all those little turns, the S's for this. I think each little S counts as a turn. Some of these tracks, it's really hard to tell how many turns are actually on a track. I can tell you it's not 9.
Naming turns on a track can be so interesting sometimes because
Yeah.
you can have an oval and they'll say, no, that's 4 turns. And then you can have, oh, but what about this? And they're like, no, that's actually turn 10A and turn 10B. Sorry.
Right.
Different,
Right.
same
I
turn,
don't get
different
that.
name.
I do not understand that whatsoever.
I don't understand that either.
Brian is coming into the pit.
All right, let's see where Sabelski comes out of this pit lane. Will be interesting to see.
What lap times are they running tonight? 109. So I'm gonna have to say 107, obviously.
That's a pretty good guess.
Right?
Obviously. Obviously.
Right? Unless our drivers are faster than the world record holders.
No, our drivers are not fast.
That would be kind of shocking.
But we don't know what kind of car. I mean, it doesn't matter the car. Yeah. These are fast cars. These GTPs.
I'm pitting, Christian.
Copy, thank you.
All right, there's a little bit of
Yeah,
traffic.
Zabelski seems like he's in there for a long time when you're watching him.
It really does. He's still got a minute on Shea right now, though.
All right, so that's the main gap between all the drivers. Let's go back to intervals.
Wow, and Benjamin has just drove away from every.
33-second gap.
That Shea's gonna get past Brian. Is Christian gonna get past Brian? You can see him right in front of him on your screen there. Brian's got cool tires. Christian's got warmed up tires. And we know how aggressive Christian is. Let's go ahead and see if he makes any lunges here in these next few corners.
I bet he does.
Oh, look at that closing
However,
distance.
There is a lot of traffic also, so he's got to be
Oh,
careful.
wow. Yeah, that's really close. But I mean, Brian Zabelski looks like he's driving on cold tires right
Yep.
now. So he was not going to be able to defend that. Christian moves up to 4.
Smart move by Brian, though. Keeping that race clean, not causing any incidents.
Yep. The last thing Brian wants for his championship is a wreck and a
Yes.
drive-through penalty.
Definitely not what he's needing as he is holding first place in the Drivers' Championship. All right.
This looks like a pretty hilly track,
It
but
is
is it
so hilly.
79 feet hilly? I don't know. That's a lot of feet.
But look at that incline. You can't see the bottom of the track right there. I think it's more than 20 feet, don't you think? Or maybe it's in meters.
If it's in meters, then I've already lost.
Shay, did you have to do a drive-through?
Oh, look at that. Christian Martinez has caught up to Shea Devereaux.
No,
That is the
drive-through.
battle you're seeing on your screen. I'll try not to talk over the driver comms, but Christian now going to try. Look at that. He's making the overtake already. Lunging the inside. Shade's not going to make it easy on him.
Definitely not.
Shade's now going to have the preferred line here. Christian's going to try and switch back on him, maybe. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's
going
looking up
for
the
it.
inside.
Drive
This is the
clean,
pass
guys.
for
Drive
third.
clean.
Oh, really
Oh.
close. Oh, they bang. They bang wheels.
Christian's got
Oh,
it.
Christian oversends it. Wow. What a race. Shay's going to be able to capitalize. It's like Shay knew that was going to happen and
Yep.
he got out of the way.
Definitely. That was wonderful
Shay is
driving.
defending hard. And don't count out Brian Sabelski. He's only 2 seconds behind this battle if they keep slowing each other down. Christian lunges to the inside once again. Can he keep it planted? Yes, he can. That's a clean overtake from Christian, but I don't think Shay's done with him yet.
I don't think so.
Shay goes a little wide there. You can see a full throttle car. That is Benjamin Bechtel, our leader,
Laughing.
coming up on the back of this pack. All right, let's see if Shay's going to make the dive bomb. Christian goes defensive. Shay's going to find the outside. And with an unbelievable move from the outside, Shay's going to hold the inside. He's going to have the preferred line here. They're going to stay wheel to wheel. Never mind. Shay's going to back out. Christian holds it, but Shay is still right there. And then there is our race leader, Benjamin Bechtel, who is also caught up to this fight. I'm so engrossed, I didn't even answer the trivia question.
That's okay.
Whoops.
There are so many ways to become a DRS member. And this is the last question. We've been saying it. It's on your screen. The race number.
Brian Sabelski is slowly gaining on these guys, but it looks like Shay has given the position to Christian. It would have been remarkable for him to have that outside pass stick. Would have been some Max Verstappen Imola scenes.
Definitely.
Yeah, they've got to know Benjamin's right behind. This is the battle for the bottom of the podium, and entering the battle is the driver at the top of the podium.
Right. And it looks like Shay's going to let Benjamin through.
Shay's going to let Benjamin through. Maybe going to try and follow his line to catch up to Christian. I'm curious to see how much Christian fights Benjamin, though, here. We've seen these two tussle a bit this series,
We
this
definitely
season.
have. Do you remember Laguna?
Yes, we were going to talk about some statistics, and I wanted to bring up Laguna because it adds a bunch to the storyline between these two drivers. So, the week before Laguna Seca, we were at Long Beach. Christian dominated the field, won by over a lap, led all but around 15 laps, and absolutely dominated the race. The following week at Laguna Seca, Christian leading the race, gets tangled up with Benjamin, gets sent into the pit lane, has to serve an additional penalty for that, and ultimately ends up finishing 5th place behind his Motorhouse teammate Xavier Williams as Benjamin secures his first win on the season. But then going to the next race, Detroit, which some drivers claim to be the hardest race out of the entire season for them. Christian comes back, laps the entire field, leads all but literally 1 lap. Do you know who led that 1 lap? Benjamin Bechtel. So these two drivers have a lot of experience racing each other, and that shows as Christian lets Benjamin through, and now Benjamin's lapped the whole field. It all comes full circle.
That, and you know, having some flashbacks from our last race,
No, it's all good. I should've
Benjamin
gone
must have
straight.
been determined to lap every single car this race, because last race he missed one.
Yep.
He missed Andy Cody, who unfortunately wasn't able to race with us tonight, but he has now lapped the entire field, and I anticipate that Dayton Harrison is not far behind.
I guess that's
Oh,
true.
that's
He hasn't
true.
lapped Dayton, but
He
he's
might be
getting
one
there.
short.
He's getting there.
Dayton is the only one with 36-second gap. Oh, well, we still have plenty of race left.
Look at how bunched up all of these cars are. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 cars in this line right here. 2 Motorhouse cars, 1 full throttle car, and 1 OK Motorsports car. Sorry, no, 1 Mulbar car. That is Shea. Brian Sabelski's a little behind him. Sorry, not a little. He's a bit behind, actually.
Seriously, Daniel?
Now, just some of those, the end of, oh.
Come on, Daniel. Half my fucking incidents are from you. That's kind of crazy.
That sound. I think I heard Benjamin say something in the race chat. Not exactly sure what he said. Didn't sound very happy.
Fights like he's in the league.
Oh, that's Brian Sabelski. Is he spinning on the straight there? What happened?
Penalty system needs to be restructured.
Wow.
Just lost it around the turn.
He hit the curb a little bit. Incredible save. Wow, didn't hit the wall. That's only going to be 2 incident points for him for losing control. Oh, but look at that. Benjamin Bechtel serving another penalty. Oh, that's probably why he was angry at the 9 car.
Yep.
All right, Christian, let's see if he can pass Taminga cleanly this time. He's looking to the
Got
outside.
plenty of space.
I think Taminga's going to let both of
And
these cars
Shea,
through.
Yep. Who's going to try to defend against Shea?
Looks like Shea got that pass on him. This mixes things up. This really does. Benjamin looked like he served his penalty, and now the gap down to Dayton is only 10 seconds.
He had a lockup.
Yeah, it looked like he went to go to the outside of Taminga there and just missed his braking point. And that's what caused him to do the drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it, Ruben.
Oh, yeah, Benjamin just went wide. I don't.
Not sure why he was pushing that hard with all the incident points he had,
Right.
but it didn't really hurt his race much. He's still the fastest car on track. He's still 10 seconds ahead of his teammate. No harm, no foul.
Now, for the trivia results, I know we kind of fell off right there at the end. Motorhouse GP did get an extra 100 points, Full Throttle an extra 75 points, and Mile High Motor Club an extra 50 points. So thank you for everyone who participated in that trivia. We have 1 trivia left tonight, and we do have the one that's been going for our entire stream so far. And let me see if I can get a rank.
They sure are keeping this race entertaining for us.
And I still have Sarah
I think Brian
as the winner.
Zabelski might have just also gotten another off track there. He's losing a lot of time.
That's the same spot he lost it last time.
Must have gotten a little bit loose, managed to correct it a little better this time, but an uncharacteristically messy race for Brian Zabelski. So at this stage of the race,
yes.
especially.
Yeah, that's very true. Brian Sabelski is always one that we're watching that has like the least amount of incident points. He still has not served a drive-through penalty, but he is 1 point away.
Other than that, Shea Devereaux is the only driver to have not done a penalty. This might be one of the highest incident counts we've had in a race since, well, let's go ahead and look at the stats.
What race does chat think had the most incident points? Have we already covered this yet?
I don't think so.
No.
There were some chaotic ones.
If you guess it right on your first try, then a free hour here at DRS.
Wow, Andrew's just giving out free
giving-
hours
Yeah,
all
he's
over
just
the
giving
place.
it all out.
Let me list off for you all the races
Yeah.
we've had.
Oh, no,
this
don't do
season.
that.
We've had Daytona, Sebring, Long Beach, Laguna Seca, Detroit, Watkins Glen, Canadian Tire, Road America, VIR, Indianapolis, and then tonight we have Road Atlanta. So pick one of those if you think has had the most incident
that's an off track
points.
for Brian, and that is a
black
penalty.
flag.
I have to go back through the races to see if that's Brian's first drive-through penalty. It might be.
I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah. Let's look at the stats.
It might be ever.
We're definitely going to have to talk to him about that.
Last race, he got 9 incident points. The race before that, he got 6. The race before that, he got 9. The race before that, he got 7. The race before that, he got 11. Sorry, he only got 4. Never mind. It was Christian with 11. In Detroit, Brian Sabelski only had 6 incident points. At Laguna, Brian Sabelski only had 9 incident points, which is crazy given how crazy Laguna was.
Yes.
Long Beach, Brian Sabelski had 10 incident points. Sebring, Sabelski had 7. And in Daytona, our season opener, Brian Sabelski had 10 incident points. That is his first drive-through penalty.
On the last race of the season.
Oh,
That's got to be hard.
that would have been a perfect score.
I mean, it's got to be hard for him, especially because he is our current points leader for the driver championship. I mean, it's got to mess with your head a little bit, right?
Maybe a little bit, but I think he knows that he's already out of contention for this race. So at this point, he's just trying to keep it clean. And like you saw, just that slight off track, cutting the corner is enough to serve a penalty.
All right, chat says Indianapolis with the most incident points, or I'm seeing Daytona or Laguna.
Indianapolis.
Are they close? Is anybody close for the most incident points of the of the series?
I see some chats that are close because there is one race that has a significantly more amount of incident points than any other race. And it may or may not have been said in chat.
Ooh. Any other guesses? Because Andrew's giving out an hour free session here at DRS. If you know.
Here's another trivia question. What has been the longest race of the series? Marissa's thinking about it.
I am thinking about it. Longest in what aspect? Time?
Yeah,
Number of
time-wise,
laps?
like minutes raced.
They've all got to be like around the exact same, but there has to be at least one race that has maybe a couple seconds more
Right.
after taking the white flag.
Right, because it doesn't just like stop at 225.
That's true. That's true. The right answer is that they're all the same. Because there's no way. There's no way
It
we're
was a
gonna
trick
actually do that
question.
math.
I thought you had that answer tucked in your
Oh,
pocket.
No, I don't know anything. I just come up with a lot of questions. Let's see here. I just noticed that the car numbers, they flash. So 10 was flashing a moment ago when he went off track.
That is good to know.
11 races in. Oh, 2 flashing.
Wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's Dayton Harrison
I mean, unfortunately for Dayton, but
losing out on a lot of time on the leader. And now he's looking at that interval to Christian Martinez in third, 37 seconds, which might seem like a lot, but a second a lap and a few incidents from Dayton could definitely put him behind Christian for this race.
Yep. They'll definitely close that gap. And
Those are our two drivers battling for third in the point standings, which is a points paying or a money paying spot in the points. But Christian's got to hope Dayton like gets cursed by witchcraft in order to gain these points, which I don't think is going to happen
I don't
because
think
Dayton's
so
been
either.
having a phenomenal race.
he definitely has. And all they have to do is hold on for like 27 more minutes. We are almost there to the finale of the final race of the series.
25 minutes left. I feel like this race has flown by. I feel like it's gone by quick.
It has been a very entertaining race. There were only a couple of moments where all of the drivers were so spaced out there weren't any battles on track. But even then, we've seen so many incidents of drivers getting tangled up with someone they aren't even racing,
Right.
which has made this race very entertaining. And I think the amount of incident points as well has also made this race one of the more entertaining ones of the season. Oh, take a look at
Thank
that.
you.
Christian Martinez is now the third driver to put down a lap time faster than a 1:10. He's getting faster, and since the last time we mentioned him, he has cut down the interval between him and Dayton Harrison by 7 seconds. Dayton's gotta be getting a little scared
He
here
has
that
to feel
Christian's
that
bringing
pressure.
it back. And could you imagine if Christian wasn't involved in like the 3 incidents he's been involved with so far this race? He would be challenging Benjamin for the win right now.
Definitely. He pushes so hard. He drives really well. He adapts really well. And you can see he's pushing this entire race. Did want to circle back to the question we had posed before for the other hour that Andrew is giving out here at DRS.
Yes,
For
Madeline, you're correct.
most incident points. How many incident points have there been over the whole season? Now, are we staying with not going over?
What's the question?
How many incident points have there been in the entire season? They got 3 guesses within 100 points.
Oh, we got 3 answers that were within 100?
No,
Oh,
they had the option. They're trying to guess within 100.
did anyone get within 100?
No,
Oh. You want to give us
but
the
somebody
answer?
got close.
What was the
Yeah,
answer?
I did-
Because I know Madeline was at like 3,000.
The answer is 3,261 incident points.
So what? They were like 100, 200 points off ish? Because I thought one was
Yeah.
3,025 and the other one was 3,000, right?
Yes,
All right, yep. That's a lot of incidents.
that is a lot of incidents.
Remember when we used to do the AI racers? All the Porsches?
I do remember that.
We've gone through a lot of changes throughout this series. Well, let's just say a few.
Thank you.
I've got a new statistic for you
Yeah.
for our race leader, Benjamin Bechtel.
All right.
Out of all of the races that we've raced so far, so that's 11 races, Benjamin Bechtel has led at least one lap in 7 of those races. There have only been 4 races he's led 0 laps.
Wow.
So he's been
Nice.
putting himself up at the front basically every single race, which is very impressive.
That is very impressive. Good
And I-
job, Benjamin.
And I will say the races where he didn't lead a lap
Thank you.
have been dominated by someone else. So he's still up there competing for wins. And that's a pretty cool
That
statistic
is
to
a
have.
really cool statistic. All right, Mountain Magic 17. I think you win the incident free hour here at DRS Centennial. So reach out to Andrew, get that book.
What was that? 17. I already forgot what the question was.
How many incident points over the entire series?
Yeah.
Mountain Magic got the closest.
Within 100?
No,
Oh.
they can still have a free hour.
Marissa's just giving stuff away. I was so confused. You probably see it on my face. Like, what?
We're all giving stuff away.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
last race of the
It's the
season.
last
It's
race.
the last race. We really do appreciate everyone for watching. Thank you so much. We I don't know. It's been a lot of work. And a big shout out to these two behind me. So, yeah. Thank you guys.
Most definitely. All right, you want to give us the answer for the most incident points in a single race? We had Daytona, Indianapolis, Laguna, and Daytona were the chatter's guesses.
There's a lot of traffic there.
And Christian is coming up close on Benjamin.
Ooh, EJ.
I've got another laps led statistic for you.
Oh,
It's about Christian Martinez, who we now see overtaking Dayton Harrison for second place.
No, Bechtel.
no, Benjamin.
Oh, that's Benjamin.
How did
Oh,
that
I must have missed that.
happen?
What happened to Benjamin?
How is he in third?
I don't know.
When he literally... He was in the pits.
He must have
Thanks,
had to
Dayton.
top off
Was
fuel.
it-
maybe?
Yeah, it looks like he's
The
No,
3
servicing
stop?
his car.
Yeah. Let's pull up
Thanks for the-
pit time, pit stops. Let's see here.
Interesting.
Oh, it's not going to show me unless we're live. Pit stops.
That is his third pit stop.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe Christian will have to do another pit stop. I was thinking
I
they
don't
would be able
know.
to get it done on 2. Maybe that's what Brian's doing, because we know he's been going late, saving fuel.
Right.
So Christian
pass
and
you,
Dayton
Brian.
might actually have to stop for fuel again. That would check out.
You're on a different strategy.
All right, well, Christian is back
Yep.
in the fight at least.
Yeah,
She's
he's in
racing.
second place.
And listen to this stat. So Christian joined us for the second race. He did not race with us in Daytona. But in his second race at
No, Ben's already
Sebring,
gone in, so
he
he's good.
still managed to lead 2 laps. And that started a streak of leading a lap in every single race this series, except for the last race at Indianapolis where he
Good
forfeited.
strategy,
Wow.
He led a lap in every single race,
It's pretty
except for
impressive.
the last one. So
That is very impressive.
one of our front runners for sure.
We had another stat for Christian, right? I forget what it was. Was it...
Christian, I believe,
Yes.
is the driver. Go ahead.
So Christian has been one of the drivers, I think actually the only driver so far to lap the entire field. But he didn't just do it once, he did it twice. And that was the race before and the race after that unfortunate incident at Laguna Seca.
Well, that is definitely an accomplishment.
Quite a power move.
Yes. And we have had, as we mentioned before, Benjamin, who's come close but hasn't been able to lap the entire field.
Yep.
So that is definitely something to be proud of. Good job, Christian. We are winding down to the last 20 minutes of this race, and I am keeping a close eye on Dayton, Christian, and Benjamin. I'm wondering if Christian's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on our top 2 cars. If they stay running how they are now, that would be incredible. But I have a feeling that because Benjamin Bechtel pit for his 3rd pit, he is 100% going to be able to make it to the end of the race.
Yep.
So it is up to Christian and Dayton to manage their fuel and tires to try and stay in front of Benjamin Bechtel. And it doesn't look like Shea Devereaux is going to be able to catch up either. And he's also only done 2 stops.
Right. We do want to give a shout out to our chatters in YouTube. We apologize, not everything is showing up on the screen, but I am monitoring it and I do see you. We have fans for Brian, Dylan, and OK Motorsports.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
awesome to hear.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we can't see all of the messages on YouTube. That is unfortunate, but all of your messages and all of your support, no matter what platform you're on, means a lot to us and the algorithm. So,
Yes.
great stuff.
Thank you. One last thing I would like to mention, you do see that we do have merch here on our table. We have new merch around our necks. We've got hats. We've got Yeti mugs. We have our lanyards. We have t-shirts. I'm sure we could probably get you some magnets. If you want any of that, would you like to support DRS? Reach out to Andrew, reach out to myself, and we will get you all squared away.
Yes.
We appreciate your support in any way that you show up to support Denver Racing Social. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. So
I think
thank you.
DRS should have some other unique merch options. Put any DRS logo on anything.
Yeah.
Put it on like a racing sock for your karting helmet.
Yeah.
Have a DRS logo. Let's see, what else could you do?
I mean,
Socks,
car magnets. You want to advertise for DRS? That'd be pretty cool.
stickers,
Stickers.
posters.
You just can't put them on a F-150.
They're not metal.
They are metal. It's just an aluminum metal.
They're not magnetic.
Yes. Yes. As much as I want to throw that big magnet on the side of the F-150, it just won't stick.
Christian is in the pit.
Christian is in the pit lane. He is not going to be able to finish the race on his current pit strategy. I think Dayton's going for it. He's not in the pits yet, so I think he's not going to pit unless he absolutely has to.
Can we pull up our pit stops again? Race
Dayton's
control.
only on 2.
Let's see.
I think I saw that Dayton already
Pit
had his
stops.
3rd pit. Oh no, you're right. O'Shea is who I saw who had a 3rd pit. I wonder if Dayton and Benjamin are on different strategies.
There's no way.
I mean, they've both been having a really good race.
Yeah.
I think if they were on the same strategy, Dayton would want to deviate from that because there's no other way of him winning this race
Yeah.
on the same strategy as Benjamin. He's got to
Nope.
do something different.
That is.
Let's see when their pit lap was.
And
Just
just
77 for Harrison.
so the viewers know, even though they're on the same team, they both still want to win this race as
Yes.
much as the other guy.
It's the last
Yeah.
race. It's your
Dayton
last
doesn't want to
chance.
sit in second and be like, you know what? Yeah, Benjamin, you can win. I'm not going to try that hard anymore.
Yeah,
No, that's just
definitely not.
not the racer's mentality that these
Yeah,
guys
you have
have.
to get fuel again, or are you
I
good for the
mean-
rest of the race?
Getting to know these drivers, it's just not who they are. They are all so competitive. They love battling each other, and they're gonna race until the very last minute.
Let's see here. Does Dayton have anything to lose? I mean, yeah.
It's a very close battle between Christian and Dayton. It looks like Dayton's able to keep up his lap time though. So even if he does pit, he'll be able to gain a lot of points with Christian right behind him. So it's still looking good. Christian is praying, he is hoping and sending messages to the racing gods that he'll be able to score more points than Dayton, because coming home 4th place in the point standings, I don't think gets you any money.
No, it definitely does not. However, that's the individual pot. There is still a team pot, which Full Throttle is in the lead for that team pot, and I believe they clinched it at the end of the last race.
Yeah, I think it'll be kind of hard for the 2nd place team of Moto House to score almost 2,000 points to catch up to them. So they need more than that. They need 2,200 points.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't offer that many points for the race.
No.
So
But Mobar definitely has the opportunity to catch 3rd.
Yeah, Mile High Motor Club with only 1 car on the field is not scoring a lot of points for their
No.
team.
At most 350 or something around that. So Mobar, how many Mobar drivers do we have tonight?
tonight we have 3 Molbar drivers.
So this is a great opportunity to get Mile High some bonus points.
It is. We do have 1 trivia left. That's going to be with our drivers at the end of the race. Mile High Motor Club did win 50 points in the last trivia. So it's up to you guys, chat, your fans. If you are EJ Luna fans, Mile High Motor Club fans, he needs your support tonight. Now, I know we are talking about this is the end. So that prize pot of $2,000, that goes 70% to the team champion and 30% to the top 3 drivers. So that's very exciting. These drivers are obviously racing to be in that top 3. And then, as we mentioned before, Full Throttle has clinched that win for the team championship.
I want to
Yeah,
hear
if
from
there's some
chat.
real
What have you guys
challenge to
enjoyed from this season? And what looking for constructive feedback? Obviously, commentary's done great,
you do
but
not need to be throwing blocks.
what would you
don't
like
need
to
me
see
to
for
ask.
next season? Would you like to see
Come on now.
shorter races? Would you like to see drop races? Would you like to see bonus points for least amount of incidents or something like that? Just something to make it
Only thing you're gonna do
a little
is
more
then put it
random,
close in a wreck.
but yet a little more, I don't know, we highlight special skills. It's not all about pure speed, maybe. So yeah, anything that you have, drop it in the chat. We'd love to hear what ideas you might have that would make this more enjoyable for you. Obviously, we're trying to get as many viewers as possible, so thank you all for tuning in, but we would like to see this continue to grow. So yeah, any feedback would be helpful.
Daniel, why are you taking defensive line?
Yeah, chat, let us know. I'm getting nervous seeing Dayton Harrison still in the lead without pitting yet. He last pit at lap
You're not gonna
77.
move over, at least stick to your line.
So he's run over 40 laps now on this pair of tires, about. And I don't know if he's going to make it all the way to the end.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If he runs out of fuel and has to get towed back to the pits, that would 100%
That ruins
put
his
him
race.
behind Christian in the
Yep.
points as well.
Can
So
we go on board with Dayton and just ask him how much fuel he has left? Or I don't think he would
is
tell
that too
us.
invasive of team strategy, I wonder?
I think it's a Dayton strategy at this point. I'm not sure if it's a team strategy. EJ Luna just got a black flag.
That's Xavier
That's Xavier
Williams.
Williams.
Another
You're
black
right.
flag for him. He's having
Ooh,
a
having
tough
a
end of the
rough
Benjamin
season.
finally
Yeah.
getting around this car. Who is that?
It's a Moto
It's
House
Daniel.
car
It's
holding him
Daniel
to the inside.
Tominga.
It's
Number
definitely
9.
Daniel.
Oh,
Who's cutting off?
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh, and
Take him out,
Benjamin
Benjamin.
saves it, but
He fucking took
man,
himself
what
out on
is
me 'cause he
Daniel
tried to dive on the
thinking?
inside again.
Let's hear what he has to say. Tell us
You're
how you
not
really feel.
fighting me for the win.
Oh, he got black
Once I make
flagged.
the pass, let it happen.
Wow, this is not a race.
3 drive-throughs from this crap.
Oh, he is not happy.
Oh my
That is
God.
one thing that Daniel did need to remember that he is not battling Benjamin.
He switched back on Benjamin. Benjamin got the pass, and he drove literally off the track, cut the corner to try and get him back. Benjamin had an unbelievable save.
Yes.
That wreck could have been so much worse, but it doesn't matter because he has to serve his penalty.
Let's look at the laps here.
Oh no. Taminga is 8 laps down.
That is, I think that's got to be so
Oh,
frustrating. You could hear from
no.
Benjamin's chat. He is not happy with that, and I don't blame him. That is,
Look,
that
there's
is not clean racing,
Oh,
I would
no.
say, by Daniel.
Oof.
What a save, though.
Oh my goodness.
Not sure what Daniel was thinking.
We
Is
should
that
get
him in
another
Twitch?
angle on that.
Is that Daniel in Twitch right there?
That's Sean.
Oh, Sean. Sean who?
Sean, who couldn't race with us tonight?
Oh, that's his screen name.
I believe so. Sean, is that you?
And speak English, please. My fault, mods. Oh,
Because there was
for
a
the
held
for the
message.
previous message.
Yeah.
I thought you were commenting on our commentary. Man.
Jeez. I mean, that was a great save by Benjamin.
I want to see this whole interaction again before he even gets to the
Yeah,
inside
Can
of
we go a
Benjamin.
little bit before that?
Let's go back.
Because Benjamin gets the pass. But I think that Taminga takes all 4 wheels off of the racing surface here to try and switch back on him. Look at this.
Yeah.
He is off the track. In any legal racing form, that is a track limit penalty,
Yeah.
Right.
let alone trying to pass another car. You know, I do know one Formula One driver who has done that move many a time,
Who's that?
who is currently a 4-time world champion. So,
Oh, Stroll.
obviously.
Yes, definitely.
I don't even think Stroll could make that overtake. We'll take Formula One
Verstappen.
politics and we'll leave it at
Are
that.
you
We'll leave
speaking
it
of
at that.
Verstappen there? Maybe.
But yeah, Sean, we agree with you. You can see the move back into Benjamin
Oh my
after the
gosh.
apex. That is, I don't want to say it's dirty racing.
You want to give him
That
the
is
benefit
dirty.
of the
That's
doubt
dirty
that
racing. That was
maybe
not cool.
maybe just wasn't in control of the car. You want to give him that benefit of the doubt, but doesn't look
I
good for Martin.
Have control of his car, trying to overtake the leader who just passed him.
That's not.
Look at this. We have 6 minutes left. Dayton Harrison still has not pitted. And with 44 seconds, I think he could just walk through this track. He could slow his pace as long as he doesn't run out of fuel.
Benjamin's also definitely happy he's got that cushion with Christian
That's
right
a
now.
good thing.
He could do another drive-through and still have that cushion to Christian. So ultimately, the move that Taminga made on Benjamin did not affect the overall outcome of the race, but just like overall racing etiquette. I understand Benjamin's frustration completely.
Definitely. Definitely. That is, you know.
I was not expecting that. We're like 10 minutes away from the end of this race.
Right. Right.
And he makes a move like that.
You know, there has been that battle between Benjamin and Christian has been a battle for this entire series. Now Christian is a teammate of Daniel, so possibly could have been some team orders there. I'm not sure because we're not on the team and we're not hearing those comms, but I just think that was just not a good move by Daniel.
Note to self for the future, clip that moment of the stream and post it on social media.
Right.
There's some content.
All right, chat. I still need to know who I'm giving my cold hard cash to for the best livery on these cars for the season.
Do we think Shay's going to be able to make it without pitting? And yeah, answer Marissa's question, please.
Shay's done his third pit stop. I don't think
but
he'll need
last
to
time
pit
he
again.
pitted was on lap 76.
Yes, that's a good point.
No.
I don't know. I'm nervous for Dayton. I really want him to win. He was my pick to win at the beginning of
He
this
was.
race. And now the racing gods have provided us with this unbelievably crazy end to this race. We got 4 minutes left. Can Dayton hold on? Does he have enough fuel?
I hope so.
Oh man, what an exciting end to this season. It's
It
been
has been so
so
great.
fun to commentate all these drivers. When we first started commentating this, we barely knew the drivers' names.
Right.
And now we know how well they race each other, who their rivals are, and how good they are just like at certain tracks. And it's going to make commentating them racing in future series a lot more interesting because now we've got some foundation for the lore of all of these
Right.
drivers.
Ooh, we got to
Definitely.
vote for the liveries.
Moto has the coolest car. All right, if that's the only vote we get, Moto House wins my cash. Mine.
The Marissa bet.
The Marissa bet.
I like
So, anybody else voting? We have, what, 2 minutes left of this race?
Chad says, you're the best, Marissa.
Oh, thanks.
Got some Marissa fans in the chat. We love to hear it.
I appreciate it.
You know, Marissa, I think I'm going to agree with that statement. You are the best, and you're going to have to be the best because after this race ends, I think my voice is going to cut it quits. I'm not going to be talking to any of these drivers. Marissa's going to wrap it up with all the trivia, and I'll say my farewells because, yeah, it's been a long race and a long night, but it's been a phenomenal one to commentate, and I'm so happy to be here.
It definitely has, and thank you for that sentiment. But as the lead commentator, you're definitely the best, and I am so grateful to just be here and support you. And like, it's just it's a great night. I will do my best to close out the race the best I can.
I wish we had like a montage video. Like
We could
the last
play.
10 races just kind of stitched together with this like really heartwarming music in the background. But we don't.
This is
Nice
gotta be
heartwarming music in the background. Insert clip of Dayton or Benjamin v. Christian. Insert clip of
exactly.
Taminga v. Benjamin.
Yeah.
Just nice music
Then
playing
we
in the
had
background.
that crash with Xavier and Dominic,
Yeah.
I believe. All the exciting moments we've had this
yeah.
season.
So many exciting moments. And now we're wrapping up. Last
This is
30
White
seconds.
flag for
last
Dayton
lap.
Harrison. The
He made it.
2-stop pit strategy.
He's got 1 lap left.
As long as he doesn't run out of fuel.
Yeah, let's not speak too soon
Oh,
here.
shit, I didn't mean to run you off the road there, did I? No, you're good.
Zabelski is also on 2-stop.
Yeah, that's very much a Brian strategy. He pit later than the majority of these racers, and he's still going to come home with a 4th place spot where he qualified. So ultimately, not a bad day for Brian Sabelski. Shea Devereaux looking like he's going to be coming out
We should
5th.
do that.
EJ Luna 6th. Christian manages to get back on the podium with a 3rd place, but it's not going to be enough in the points as Dayton Harrison, after 11 races, 11 tries, he's going to get his first win of the Broadcast Challenge Series
Let's go
and secure himself P3
onto
in the Drivers'
his
Championship.
team chat. We're gonna unmute.
Let us hop into his team chat.
Yeah, go into
Let's
his
hear
team.
him
Let's hear him.
as he is crossing that finish line.
Oh, he's flashing his lights. He's excited for this one. And there he goes.
Full throttle, congrats on the win.
Oh yeah, Dayton. Yeah, long time coming. Lots of effort put in for that win.
So I can
Good job.
hear.
Yeah, that was a crazy incident there at the end. But Dayton, we thought you were going to run out of fuel.
Congrats, Aiden.
How much fuel did you have left?
How much do you have left?
Good stuff, Dayton. Congrats, man.
Shade.
Brian, push that.
Wow.
I guess the other day.
Wow,
Wow.
cutting it really close.
Appreciate it,
But
guys.
hey, that is
Appreciate
the
it.
victory.
I realized what you were doing there at the end, and I was cool with it.
Yeah, I was using you for some fuel saving.
I was 100% okay with that.
Matt,
I'm still in a race. Damn.
Yeah, good race, guys. Good race, Jody and Shay.
What a race.
That was master class, Dane. Flying, dude.
Yeah, you did a great job there, man. I was gonna say, I was telling my chat, I'm like, you know, if anyone else but me wins this, I really hope Dayton does. He's
We had an amazing end to the season, everyone.
picking up pace all season. He's been in line for a win for a while.
Shay,
And puttering over the finish.
Ugh. Shay, dude, the battles that we had, awesome.
We still have the
Yeah, that was good.
final meeting here, and I'm about to get some shit. I think it's about to be spicy.
Who cares, Daniel?
Might be worth watching the stream.
If you're not
That
gonna
was a
move out of the
very
way, learn
entertaining
how to
race for like
better.
the whole 2.5
I don't
hours.
know
What
what
a
the
way
hell
to
that
end the
last
season.
bit was.
I'm sorry, I can't listen.
I got my FIA hat here. FIA. I should have
Yeah.
had this all season for some tense moments. But I would like to take a moment to thank all of our drivers and our teams for putting in so much effort this season. It's our first season, and I want to say thank you to all you guys.
Glad to be a part of it.
Thank you, man.
Yes,
sir.
Thank
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for running it.
Of course,
It was an amazing race.
the price
finally
pool will be
finished the
paid
race.
out in 6 monthly payments.
36 installments.
Yeah, good battle, EJ and Christian. That was awesome.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah,
You
good battle,
defend
Benjamin.
hard, dude. You defend hard, brother. It's fun though.
But yeah,
You don't
that
make
one
any-
I was looking a little bit too much in my mirror, but I feel like everything else is pretty good.
Yeah, it was great.
I think
Yeah,
Shay and
clean-
Christian had some really good battles tonight.
Yeah,
Clean hard racing.
it was dope. I really liked it. Well, I'm
Get
gonna
this trivia
never-
started, guys. We do have a team, I believe, that could, I don't know, team points. Mile High needs some points.
Yes, Mile High Motor Club needs some points for bonus driver point or bonus team points for this last trivia.
Mulbar needs the
Between
points, I
them
think,
or
like third
Mulbar.
place.
Dang.
But it was
That's the goal
fun.
for today. This
Where's
team.
where's the link at?
The link is in Twitch, it's in YouTube, it's in Discord, general chat. Where else do you want it?
No, it's in the general chat. There it is. Okay, found it.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta-
Finally finished.
No
the
DQs tonight.
race.
Good
No
job, guys.
DQs.
No.
Woo!
Who finally finished a race? Who said that?
Me.
Was that
Dylan.
Dylan? Good job,
Yeah.
Dylan.
Nice.
Great
Fine,
job, Dylan. Good way to end it.
Yeah. Good job, my man. Good
Proud
job.
of you, Dylan.
It's easier said than done, and you're racing with a lot of good guys. So
Yeah. Super proud of you, bro. Good job. Very
Thank
good
you,
job.
bro. Thank you, Nick. Or Brian. Jesus Christ, my fucking brain.
It's all good.
yeah, this is the first time Dylan's had to race a whole race, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did great. Lot of one of those things. It's like, is stuff gonna happen? Yeah. Is it worth getting mad about? No.
No.
Very little things that are worth getting upset about.
Yeah,
All
I feel
right,
like I
are you
learned a
guys
lot this
ready?
season, guys.
Yep.
Ready
We
for
vote on,
trivia? I'm
like,
gonna
the
get started.
MVP.
All right, here we go.
Well,
Is that to throw us off?
Nope.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I know pictures and I know track layouts.
Ah, I
This is
didn't
easy.
even look at the picture. Damn it.
Watkins Glen.
I did, and I was like, I'm just gonna guess that because I don't know the. I don't
Right.
actually know the answer.
Watch it not be that.
Before we go off screen, we need John to tell us what his favorite track is. As long as
There you go.
Yeah, it's a very big tri-oval.
Is there pizza
Very-
over there?
Very big. What?
Is there pizza over there?
From a track perspective, a lot, but size, not a lot. Yeah.
Don't worry about size, dude. It's only if you know how to use it, bro.
It's a racetrack.
It's Talladega.
That's the weirdest layout for VIR,
VIR
I've
that I've
ever
ever
seen.
Do we have any favorite moments of the season from any of our drivers?
Me yeeting Christian into the pit lane in Laguna Seca.
The epic crash at the end of the race.
That was pretty spectacular.
Personal favorite of myself. I made a comeback drive in Detroit. It felt pretty good. I was kind of nervous about that track.
Nice work, Xavier.
I would have to say mine was this race because I came up on 9th place, but then I had to do a drive-through, which sucked. I went from last to 9th and then back down to last.
Did you guys enjoy driving with the AI traffic earlier in the season?
Oh yeah, we need.
more.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
Significantly more.
You guys
It was
enjoyed
like,
that?
It was like, dude, Long Beach and like Sebring, Daytona, they were like just, it was consistently good, and it never felt like you were out of it, and it never felt like you were running like a lonely race, even though there was like maybe a gap, you still had something to kind of work with.
Wasn't everybody complaining though?
I mean, when they were blinking in and out of existence, sure.
I believe.
Connection
Yeah,
wise,
I mean that's the host computer. That was limitations here. We had a lot of.
It was the AI. The skill wasn't very high for the GT3s, so they just were very slow in weird places rather than just being traffic. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm the NASCAR guy.
Colorado National Speedway. That's obviously a map of that. Hopefully, I see some of you guys this Sunday at the Formula One watch party downtown.
Yes, because I will be there.
I'll be there, faded. My wife said today that one of the favorite moments was when I lapped everyone. What
You
track
did
was
that more than once.
I forgot what track that was.
They're saying that he only left the entire field once.
He did it twice. He lapped me at least twice.
Stats say otherwise.
I don't remember.
What were the 2 races, John?
That's a bold and interesting choice, but I like it.
Okay, John Cena.
Yeah,
Oh,
based
damn.
on the iRacing stats, we show Detroit, where he lapped everyone, and then Long Beach.
Street tracks. I am good at street.
And it was only by 1 second where he passed Brian on the, I don't know when, but 1 second different. Well, no, that's lap average. I don't know. Do you guys know how many laps you guys drove throughout this series combined?
No.
A lot. No, that's way less than 14,000. Maybe close to 1,000.
I'm saying all drivers
All
combined
drivers
for all.
Oh, 14,000.
72,000.
I think 14,000 is probably
7,000.
correct.
Oh, come on. What is this? Oh, okay.
Some random oval.
Marissa has the answer for that one.
I do have the answer.
It's long.
At least you didn't
Um,
make 4 different ovals.
Prior to tonight's race, total laps driven was 10,866 laps.
Oh wow, that's for everybody. I thought you meant like
Mhm.
on a per driver basis.
No, everybody,
Oh,
all laps.
okay, then that's probably very close to correct. Yeah,
No, Brian, it is correct.
it is correct.
Times 12.
Duh. God, it's late. It's late. I'm tired.
I was just kidding.
I know.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Because he has 2 favorite tracks. So if
What?
anybody picked it, it would have been right.
What tracks?
He's the only one that
I'm
sent me
seeing a
2
pattern.
tracks.
Like the same track?
Everybody likes Watkins
Everybody
Glen, all
likes the same
right?
track?
There's 4 different variants of it. You can all like a different version of it. Okay. Someone can pick the classic version. Someone can do the cup version, and EJ. Someone can do the full version.
I prefer the boot.
You do? Oh, cool. I'm just having fun with you. But yeah, somebody, if they
amount-
really want to, can be like, I really like the 1960s version. That was kind of weird.
Nobody was specific on which version, but the
No.
amount of Watkins Glen answers I received. It's like, wow, everybody loves that track.
It's just a high-paced track. That's awesome.
Standings up to date.
No. I'm working on that.
That's a fun one.
Aha, yes.
I figured the
track?
pictures would help you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly
because
what
otherwise it's kind of just like, how the heck would we know that without someone like blatantly telling us?
Those white stripes.
Yeah. I don't think half the people know what Algarve is, much less that it's my favorite.
Like I said, it's a very interesting choice, but I use interesting in a positive manner, not like negative. Not a lot of people like that, except like you and Dane, I think, are like the 2 I know who are really like into that track.
Algarve is the shit, dude. It's such a badass track.
It does have
It's
some really
dope.
cool. It has some really cool technical corners, though. I do have to admit, like there's some wild corners there that are you don't see anywhere else.
Yeah,
Surprised
Sean,
Think of all
nobody's
that
been
was
elevation.
on their A game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
All that. I'm driving a Garv in the rain tomorrow.
Oh, well, good luck with that. I should know this one.
Surprised nobody's favorite is Spa or Monza.
I mean, Spa's a good one, but Bathurst, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I did say walk
I
in
was gonna
sledge
say
is a fun one.
the four choices are all ones I do like, but one of them I like more than the others.
If you like Monza, you like getting ass packed.
I don't really like Monza. It's like Le Mans is fine, but like in like low power cars, it's not, because it's just the giant pack of cars all together, and then there's a crash, and you have to be like lucky. You come out the other side and just keep going.
They need to add the non-24 version of Le Mans.
They do.
Like a GP.
Oh, like the Bugatti GP one? Yeah.
Christian, the chat says you love Monza.
Hell yeah! Have you guys seen the? You know everyone thinks might like it.
You?
Who's that? Who's that?
The chat. You can't get into my ass, dude. It's like it's hairy as fuck.
What are we
You need a
talking
chainsaw.
This is not how we're ending our season.
Why are we talking about Christian's ass?
No.
The chat said I like to get ass packed. Apparently. I don't know. That's what
They just said that you love Monza. That's all.
What track is this? Oh, this is Suzuka? Yeah, this is Suzuka. I remember losing about 200 I rating in a week trying to get good at Suzuka. And I never could.
I don't even own the track.
Those S's, dude, are just so hard to master.
They're so unforgiving. You make some slight mistake at the beginning, and all of it's messed up.
Yeah, and then you lose like 2 seconds in that lap.
Uh-huh.
It's not a random oval. There's
If you were
definitely.
listening, he just told you.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
there
there's
was-
definitely a signal there in the track map that tells you exactly.
There's a song about it.
Daytona showed
Which
the infield.
which
The map
one it
says it.
is?
The map.
Correct me if I'm wrong, EJ, but are we not going to? Is the Real World Cup Series not going to this track very, very soon? Like maybe this
Oh yeah.
weekend?
Yep, this weekend.
Who was Dylan driving for tonight?
Me.
Okay,
Motorsports.
All right. Dylan has reserved for more teams than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Committed than more full-time drivers.
Yep.
Dylan, you slut.
Dylan capturing the Infinity Stones
Dylan, Pat getting
of teams.
Gotta get them all.
Just missing one.
Side quest.
Yeah, I actually was only off of, I think it was only off of one team that I was not on, and that was Benjamin's team.
We did a hot lap.
It's not
thing.
High Plains Raceway.
No, we did a hot lap thingy here recently.
This was my very first track.
Same.
It is a good track.
I'm wondering if anyone's made any upgrades to their sims throughout this whole series over the last 10 months.
I am no longer on a
did.
desk rig with a
I did.
Logitech.
I bought an entirely new computer in the middle of it.
I mean, I rebuilt my computer.
But that was not necessarily just for this. This was because my computer was like 6 years old and chugging along.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hayden.
There you go.
Upgraded to full Fenatech.
I
You're
went
in a
from
what now?
Logitech to an R5, and then I built a 4090
Great.
last week.
Who has a 4090?
Called a 4090 rig, the actual rig itself,
Sean went from
the
the
chassis.
G920 to the DRS sim.
I went from a 3060 to a 5070 during this whole thing.
5070 sounds so powerful.
It is. It's so fucking. It's crazy.
Andrew, what's your favorite track?
My favorite track?
Yeah. Hurry, question time's almost out.
Put it
Colorado
on there?
karting
Yeah.
circuit.
Oh, they should be able to see that. Colorado karting circuit.
Monza.
CKC. It's well, she has the map right there. I don't know why I'm showing that.
Interlagos.
Good choice.
That's the last one.
It was the
very first track I learned on the sim.
Yeah, I just like the track 'cause that's where I got my first win at.
The first track I got to drive was Spa.
Nice job, Xavier.
My first podium of the season. I
Yeah.
just want to thank my mom.
Xavier kept it pretty
Nice.
close though. He kept me on my toes there. Look at that.
I think the first.
It was just
track I
like
did was Hawkeye.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, how do you guys know these tracks?
Marissa, can you give me
They
Points,
practiced the
for
hell out
A
of
lot
it.
of, a lot of practice. A lot of
Give me one
practice.
second.
That shit was
A lot
fun
of
though.
looking at the iRacing overlay and being like, yeah, not this one. We'll get the next one. And then I'll go do Porsche Cup or some shit.
Is there any pizza over there? Race control?
The
the
FIA,
FIA says no.
But Andrew
But Andrew
says
says
Okay.
there's just
there's
a
just a single
over
pizza
here.
over here.
Is there a slice?
Yeah, we
Yeah, we haven't
We
had time
haven't
to
taken
eat
a
it.
break yet.
No time
No
for
time
breaks.
for breaks.
Okay, bonus points.
Yeah.
Moto Haas, 150.
All right, hold on. What the hell? Oh, there we go. How many bonus
points did
Daria and
Monaco get?
0. I didn't even put
That's-
them on the list.
That's cold.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I should have.
All right,
All right.
so Moto Haas. How many?
How many?
150.
All right.
All right.
Next.
Next.
OK Motorsports, 100. Mile High Motor Club, 50. Full Throttle, 150.
Oh hell yeah, brother!
There you go.
Nice work, guys.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, man. You guys, if you didn't see it or if you didn't hear about it, you need to check it out.
You don't
I have
know
it
now you know.
Yep, I have it highlighted on my Twitch.
Marissa, can you please fact check these points as they pop up?
I will do my best.
Hey, I just want to give a
So-
shout out to John, Marissa, for doing all this commentary all year, man.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you guys. You guys,
Yeah.
you guys did an amazing job.
You guys are great.
Thanks.
That's
And Andrew, I know it was a struggle, dude, but thanks for making all this work.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I was trying to make it look easy, but apparently not.
Oh my god.
No, hell no.
No way.
That's
I can't
what the
even
hot
watch-
lap thing at the watch
Yeah.
parties is for.
Yep, exactly. No, huge shout out to our production team, to our broadcasters. Part of the reason I wanted to make this series is so our drivers got highlighted, and I think Marissa and John did an amazing job at doing that for you guys all season long, calling the races. So, I mean, I achieved my goal to just put you guys on a pedestal and kind of make sim racing more entertaining to watch. for viewers and stuff like that. And without John and Marissa, it would have been just like any other stream, you know? So huge shout out to those two.
100%.
$1,000,000%, yes.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. It's been really fun watching all of you guys race and grow as drivers from the beginning, first race to now.
Oh, yes.
It's been great watching you guys. And it looks like, yes, Andrew, those scores are all
So those
updated.
are our final scores, huh?
Looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to Full Throttle Racing, Motohaus, and Mulbar for bringing in the top 3 teams.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
And then Brian, Benjamin, and Dayton for the top 3 drivers. Again, those will be paid in 36 installments.
Fine by me. That's 36 free coffees.
Thank you all,
Did
guys.
y'all in stream just see Christian come steal our pizza?
Just stole our pizza.
He just took it. We haven't even had a break yet. Christian just took all of our pizza. That guy.
Christian's done working.
Good job to everybody.
Yeah, good job, everyone. Let's close this one out. Until next time.
I have one last announcement.
Yeah.
Because we had the other trivia to win a free happy hour at DRS. Sarah, if you are still in chat, you win the free happy hour. Get in touch with Andrew, and he will get you squared away.
You have no idea how many times we forgot to mention that at the end of broadcasts.
Only took me 11 races. I remembered.
Hope this has been a joy for everyone to watch and for our drivers to drive and for our commentary to call. So it's been a blast for me. I'd like to thank everyone out there, and I'll let these two close us out.
Sean is out of a voice. We want to say thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you again to Andrew. Congratulations, Full Throttle, winning 70% of that pot. Motohouse second place, Mulbar third, Mile High Motor Club in fourth, and OK Motorsports in fifth. We have Brian, Benjamin, and Dayton are your top 3. Good job to everybody. Thank you for being with us and watching the DRS Broadcast Challenge series. This has been a great time, and we'll let you know when season 2 begins of a whole new broadcast challenge.
Woo! Good stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You have a good one.
Pleasure.
Racing it.